definitely. I'm live. Hey, YouTube. Let's do this. Jeez, man.
Back to nature, climbing higher. Woods are thick, hiking alone. Hear a tree crack, loud as gunfire. Stops you cold, chill to the bone. Hear the growling, turn to howling. Something's prowling just out of sight. Beast in the night. Beast in the night. The forest has fallen silent. The mountain's dark. The moon is full. Catch the black shape of a giant, 8 feet tall, unbelievable. Your heart is pounding, huge steps are bounding. Your hope is drowning in the fading light. Beast in the night. Beast in the night. Oh, hell yeah. Run for your life. Step it up. Your fear is growing. Red eyes are glowing. You might die knowing those folks were right. Beast in the night. Beast in the night. Beast in the
And hey, everybody. Welcome to Squatch Talk. I'm Pat. How's everybody doing tonight? Thanks for being here. Appreciate each and every single one of you. So, what's up? Tonight, we're going to have an open mic, a true open mic. I'm going to put the link in chat, and we'll go from there. Because, I don't know, I'm curious to see what will happen. And if nothing happens, whatever. We'll hang out here together, bounce off each other. It'll be fun. First things first. Hey, what's greetings to you, Donald. Greetings to you, my friend. First things first. I want to play something. So it will take me a second to get into that mode. Screen share. Yep, that. All right. First things first. I want to play this, and then whatever. We'll talk a little bit. I'm just gonna throw the link out pretty quick, so don't worry. I'm not gonna string that along. But I do want to play this. It was brought. This was brought to my attention like I don't know 45 minutes ago, and I'm dying. I'm cracking up, and so here it is. Hopefully.
Sunday. The battle between Duke the Ankle-Biter Shrek and Brent the Impaler Dill will go down at Madison Square Garden. Tickets can be purchased for $29.95 at the box office or most online ticket vendors. Other matches include Big Don Fuller against James the Grifter Tucker. Batmom will take on Nana Boss Constipation in a no-holds-barred misogyny match. Lockbeard the Beekeeper will be up against Nana Boss and the Trio of Turmoil, Long Island Bigfoot, Stevie B, and the Mogollon Monster in a Swarm of Killer Bees match. Lee, the red-headed stepchild with his brain-crushing headbutt, is up against Jeff Brother of Tanya Harding. The Dangerous Deb Hatswell will be fighting the Scottish Puppy Boy for the United Kingdom Flyweight title. This title was added on after the Puppy Boy's beans dropped. All this action coming to you Sunday at the Madison Square Garden. Be there.
Okay. Oh, what the hell is this? Okay, okay, a little feedback. All right, so did everybody get that? Like, did that come through? Like, did that come through? Come on, man, my fucking Wi-Fi is low. Grr, grr. Okay. Thinking it did. It's like that. It's fucking hilarious to me, and just so happens I'm in contact with the creator of that. I was like, yeah, keep doing that. Throw me in there. I'm like, I don't care. Put my name in there. I don't care. Like, that's good shit. Yeah. It's freaking hilarious, dude. God, how do I link that? I guess I could link it right now, but I don't know. I'll probably have to go back and just link it something. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that because I have this. All right, so down to business. Business. Um, Whoever you are, you want to slap the pat, go for it. You want to talk to the pat, you want to talk Squatch, whoever you are, open mic night tonight. We'll see what happens. Like, I don't think anybody will show up. Just because it was last minute. Like, I could have built this up over a course of days. Last minute, I'm going like, I could do this right now. I have the internet for it. Let's go. You know. So we'll see. Yeah, that shit was hilarious. So I will go ahead and put the link in chat. Hopefully. Yeah, looks right to join. So I'm doing something I never do, which is this. But if you want to come on, you want to talk Squatch, you want to like agree with me or disagree with me, the content that I put out lately, like it's fine. Like anyone's welcome. Just be respectful. Don't be a dick. You know, literally. um, Whoever you are, if you want to come on, figure it out. Like, obviously, it's not everyone's figured out StreamYard, man. You know, I hear you, Raptor. Like it in the thumbnail, I kind of had to default to a thumbnail that was available quickly to me because it was kind of on the fly. The thumbnail says call-in show, but it's not. It's not an actual call-in show. It's a StreamYard show. So sorry, you can't do StreamYard. Most people can. And in the meantime, I'll take questions and talk to people. So the flash of beauty thing, dude, it's all over the map. Like it's broken up into so many different series that is so across the board, from reasonable to fucking dumbass bullshit, that like I don't know what to make of that. It's just entertainment. All it is entertainment. That's it. You know. So like, yeah, the Flash of Beauty series is just nothing more than content being pumped out. Where you got on this side Meldrum saying his shit, and then something like that to whatever point, and then you got stupid, crazy people talking shit, narratives that are just unrealistic, and so Flash of Beauty is a contradiction in itself. Just nothing but contradiction going on there. It's again, it's entertainment purposes only. You know. Man, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, lawyers, Raptor. It's kind of silly. Did I pump the? Yeah, I pumped the leak out there. Well. This is going to be interesting. All right. So we have our first open mic guest. I'm going to bring him in. Just going to bring him right the fuck in. And he's legit. He's a flash of beauty himself. Bring him in. Bring him right the fuck in.
A flash of beauty? I wouldn't go that far. Hold on, let me turn this down. Hold on.
Yeah. You got the feedback going, man.
Yeah. Well, you know how rock dudes are. We got feedback all the time. From the Marshall amplifiers.
Beautiful. You catch that right note in the monitor? Yeah. Feedback's fucking off the charts beautiful.
You got to have it, man, with that 100-watt JCM Marshall. You know, it's a killer, man.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
What's going on?
What's up, buddy? How you
Nothing,
doing, Carl?
man.
Good to see you, man. Glad you're here.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man. I know we had our differences in the past, but you know what? That's bullshit. I don't know if I can say that, but
Say whatever you want.
Well, to me, man, it's all crazy shit. You know, I mean, it's like this person fighting this person. That's why I got out of it. You know, I mean, it's just, I think I proved my point, and it's, I kind of, what I want to do is like let people aware, like these things are real, these creatures are real. You know what? You don't believe me? Go on about your business. If you do, heed the warning, and do what you have to do to protect yourself.
Okay. Well, a lot to unpack in that statement, but
Yeah.
I hear you, man. I mean, that's what you feel you gotta, say, get off your chest. Like, this is the place to do it, man. Like,
Well, yeah. And look, believe me, I appreciate it. Like I said, we've had our differences in the past, but you know what? That's really all I was trying to do is, say, look, this is what I experienced. I don't care if you believe me or not, but you know what? Just consider the fact this may be true. And you know what? If you do that, you're going to be okay.
What do you think these things are?
Man, to be honest, my honest opinion is I think this is some kind of hybrid creature, like a cross between us and, I think it's a caveman. I really do. I think the caveman hasn't gone extinct, or they thought it did, but I really do think it's because physically what I saw looked like a caveman. That's the only way I can describe it.
Okay.
And I knew you're gonna bust my ass over it, but you know what? That's the
No.
only thing I can say.
I'm genuinely curious when I ask these questions. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Like, we're good. Everything's good.
No, I appreciate it. I mean, I know we had, like I said, we had our differences in the past, but you know what? It's all about the long-term goal.
Well, that's why I'm asking you, what do you think these things are? And you say hybrid, and what I'm trying to get out of that is like, I don't understand that terminology, hybrid.
Well, okay, let me explain it to you. So what I saw looked human in some aspect, but didn't mechanically move like us. It was almost like a cartoonish. I saw one running, okay, and it almost looked like the old Scooby Doo cartoons. Where you see something running and it brrr, on top of that's the motion it made. It's not natural. It doesn't fit what we can do. So it's very unnatural. It's, I think they have a human aspect to them, but there's something different about them. And you know what? It still bothers me to this day, like what I saw, because I can't explain it.
Aha. You just hit the nail on the head, Carl. You can't explain it.
Right. I mean, people might think I'm full of shit, but I'm telling you, Pat, what I saw, I cannot explain.
I believe you. I believe you.
the motion it moved with, it was so fluent, it almost looked cartoonish. That's the only way I can explain it. Cartoonish.
Is there any reason why you would ever make something like this up?
Dude, at the time I was 57 years old. I mean, I had a good job. You know, there's no reason why at 57 years old I would go on YouTube and start faking Bigfoot videos. You know, it's just what me and my wife experienced, and we were like, we have to tell people about this because we first thing I thought about was what about the kids waiting at the bus stop and 5 o'clock in the morning, you know, during daylight savings time, the kids at the bus stop, what if one of these damn things goes and grabs one of these kids? That's what really freaked us out about it. You know, it's like we have to let people know. So the first thing I did was contacted Carrie Arnold and said, look, what the hell is going on? I found this footprint on my cement. Now, it's very hard to fake a footprint on a cement 17 inches with the metatarsal break in it. You can't do that.
I, you could. That could
Well,
be.
yeah, you
I mean,
could,
there's a lot of things that could be done.
but no, but absolutely. Look, look. I was the type of person who said, you know what? If there's UFOs, if one lands in my yard and aliens come out, I'll believe it. That's the kind of person I was. But when it happens in your own backyard, dude, it's like I knew I didn't have a 17-inch foot. My son didn't have a 70 foot. Shaquille, I think he was in my backyard. You know, and like I had the pictures to show you. You like, look, something came, took a 50-pound bag of dog food and carried it away. That's when the crazy shit started. When we put up the cameras, that's really when the crazy shit started.
I'm way more interested in what you're telling me you saw at some
Okay.
Not the whatever high strangeness or what took the dog food, you know, that like that kind of stuff doesn't matter to me because that could be explained in other ways.
Right.
So
No, look,
very easily.
look.
If you, Carl, are honestly sitting here telling me I fucking saw it with my own eyes in broad daylight and I have no fucking clue what I was looking at in that moment. And that's the profound impact it had on you.
Right.
If that's true, if you're telling me that's what happened to you, then you have my attention.
Okay. Well, I'll go through the story. I'll skip all the non-essential parts. So one day, okay, I had a doctor's appointment. The way I had to come home was they had the road blocked off because I don't know, something happened. And I took a different route. And I had to come like a back way. So I'm driving. I have a little sports car, and the corner of my eye, I see this thing moving, and it's black, solid black. And to me, I think automatically it's my dog because at the time, I had a 150-pound German Shepherd, black German Shepherd. I was like, oh shit, my dog has got loose. She's going to run out and somebody's going to hit her with a car. So I'm looking at it and I think it's my dog. Then all of a sudden I look again And this thing is running on two legs. It's not a person dressed in a ninja suit. And my first reaction was like, is this a person like dressed in some kind of weird workout uniform? And as it got closer to me, I don't know. Look, and this is the thing I tell everybody. I don't know if it's running on four legs or two legs, but when I got a clear look at it, it was running on two legs, like me and you. But the motion, Pat, the motion, I can't even explain it. It was cartoonish. That's the only way I can explain it. It was cartoonish. And it moved so fluent, and it went down in a gully where there was big rocks. You live on Lake Lanier, right? Or
Yeah.
close to it. You
Yeah.
know these big, what they call rip rap, these big, huge blocks of cement. The thing went down like 15 feet, never missed a beat now, and went into a cement culvert. And I'll tell you what, there's not a person alive who could duplicate that. Any athlete. And this thing was moving about 30 miles an hour because I was driving. I was like, oh shit. You know how when a squirrel runs out, you say, oh my God, I'm going to hit this thing? Well, that's the impression I got. If this thing keeps running at the same speed, I'm going to hit it. But it didn't. It dipped down into this. We call them coulees here, but you can call it a culvert, a ravine, whatever you want. And it went down into the damn thing, and it just disappeared. And at the time, I was so freaked out at seeing this, and I got a good look at his face. I can describe it to you in detail, what the damn thing looked like, if you want me to go into that.
Sure. Yeah.
So to me, I'm going to just tell you like it is. What I saw was a damn caveman, okay? You know all these interpretations you see of a caveman? That's what it looked like to me. But the motion it used or was running with was not of a normal person or anything I've ever seen, any animal I've ever seen. You know, I can tell you this, its legs were shorter than its arms. And this thing went down riprap, full of slime and, whatever builds up on it. It did not have a problem doing it. If I would have tried that, I would have busted my ass big time, because I did. I tried a couple of days after, because there was no way in hell I was going through there when this happened. I went home, and the first thing my wife said was like, what's wrong? And I had to try to explain this to her. Like, I just saw something that should not exist. And we had kind of got clued into it because of other things that had happened. And man, Pat, the whole thing is just fucking weird. I mean, from the first day to the last day, it is just freaking weird, dude. I mean, like, you wouldn't believe the shit that went on around my house. Orbs. I mean, I've got knocks, tree knocks, whoops. I mean, for some reason, you know what I think it is? And I'm going to tell you what I really think it is. In 2016, here in Louisiana, we had this massive flood. It rained for about 4 days straight. I'm talking about solid pouring down rain for 4 days straight. And I think they may have got displaced, that they may have had to go to a new area because where they're at is what they call the Chafalaya Basin. To me, it's a 75-mile, it's the biggest swamp in the United States. People think it's the Everglades, but no, it's right here in Louisiana. It's the largest swamp in the country. And I think they might have got displaced with all
Well,
that water.
when you say they got displaced, you're implying that they're just a fucking animal out there.
See,
You know,
I
everything else you've been saying is kind
Well-
of had some high strangeness narrative to it. So which
yes
is
and no. Yes
I
and
mean,
no, because people look at a swamp and think it's all swampy, cypress trees, alligators. But if you go deep into the swamp, there are big high ridges there that the animals know to go to. But then again, I was a quarter mile from that swamp, and there's fast food restaurants, things like this that they could easily come in and eat food out the dumpster or whatever they have to do, to survive. And then when everything got calm, the water went down, they could go back where they belonged. Because I don't think they really want to be seen by people, associate with people. I think they do things out of necessity.
sure. I'm down with that.
Yeah, they don't want to deal with us.
But I mean,
You know what?
are they flesh and blood? Undiscovered hominins or not? Or is there something more happening?
That's above my pay scale. I mean, man, I can just tell you what I saw and what I went through. I don't know. To me, you want my personal opinion? They're a race of people. Because what happened was when I was having all this trouble, somebody told me to go to local Native Americans, which, oh, by the way, I'm going to tell you this. I refer to them as Native people and First Nations people. And the guy stopped me and said, you know what? That's bullshit. We're Indians. Just like the Seminole tribe in Florida are Indians. We are Indians. So you know what? You can stop that shit now. And I'm going to tell you what he told me. Okay?
Sure.
And this is 100% true. He told me, he said, you go get 4 pieces of at least 3-foot rebarb. It has to be rusty. He said, you drive them in on the corner of your property, on all 4 corners. And he said, when they walk on your property, they will automatically know that something is not right because of the rust that is putting out. They will know, and they will not enter on your property. That may be a tip for somebody who's having trouble. And he also said, and this you can probably verify this. He also said they do not have permission to touch a human being. So you hear about all these bluff charges and all this. Oh, the thing was running right behind me. He could have had me at any time, but he didn't. So you know what? I put a lot of stock in that because a lot of these people have dealt with these things a lot longer than we have. Does that make sense to you?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
It doesn't.
Well, think
It
about
just
it.
opens up so many questions, Carl.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
it's a phenomenon. I mean, we don't know what we're dealing with. I mean,
I agree with that.
To me, I think it is like what are the people in Australia, the native people, Aborigine?
Aborigines, yeah.
I think that's what they are. They've always been here. They've been here from day one and longer than the First Nations or Indians who were here. And they have the most experience about them. And maybe we should listen to them about these creatures or people.
Well,
They call them people, not creatures, not a deer, not a bear,
yeah,
not a wolf,
I hear you.
people. So
I hear you. But
to me, that's said
my
a mouthful, you know?
my objection to that would be like I have no reason to believe they're in Australia at all because there's zero evidence that they are. There's like 10
Uh,
guys, 10 literally 10 guys in Australia doing Bigfoot shit, going, oh, they're here, right?
yeah.
You know, and it's like, but with zero evidence to back it up, and why it, you know, Aborigines aren't talking about Bigfoot actually, and when it, and so what are we talking about? It boils down to what is this phenomena? What is it? Is it
You know,
is it some kind of magical creature that we don't understand, or is it an upright walking hominid undiscovered?
well,
You know, it it has to be one or the other, basically.
yeah.
And
Well,
so therefore, if it's something we don't understand, then it's just something we don't understand.
right. No, I'm totally with you.
But if
But you
it's
know
a
what?
fucking upright walking hominid, it can't be in Australia. It can't be in the UK. It can't be in every single place that people want it to be. Um, it would have to be elusive and rare.
Well, you know, I'm gonna leave that part off, but I mean, like, I just have to deal with what I went through and what I saw, and it. Like I said, man, I think I really do think, and I believe this in my heart of hearts. It's some type of race of people that never was documented, or
But are they magical people? Like,
you know what?
that's the thing, man.
I don't know.
Like,
You know what? I kind of draw the line there. But you know what, Pat? I'm going to say this. The last 75 to 100 years, we have got stupid as a race of people. We have got stupid, okay?
I don't
With
think
technology, cars, maybe they have not. They may have natural cures for diseases, and I mean,
that's your thoughts, dude.
well, exactly.
Thoughts and
But
opinions. Yeah.
we have got smarter on a technology level,
And we've
but
lived longer than we've ever lived before. 10,000
well,
years ago, you died of a fucking tooth infection at the ripe age of 20.
exactly.
Okay. So we've gone way further in all those
But
things. We don't need magical fucking roots.
bring it back to the 1400s, before modern science came in. People used to cure themselves
How so? And
with
what do you
because
how? What do you cure this
every
how?
pretty much every medicine is made of a plant that we take nowadays. Okay? Maybe if they just consider this fact, if they knew, these creatures, that these plants like thistle, milk thistle is all the rage now, and it grows wild. I can go pick you 100 tons of it right now. It's growing like crazy. Milk, that's the hottest thing. And
Yeah.
so maybe they do know, like animals. Animals know when they're injured or sick. A deer knows if it's shot and if it's not killed, they go lay in the mud. Okay. You know why? To pack the wound so it quits bleeding. And a lot of those animals survive.
No, it's not true.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, no.
Absolutely.
No.
Oh, yes.
There's
Wait,
not
hold up
a
now.
lot
Are
of
you
deer.
a deer hunter?
No, I'm not. But I know
Okay.
I know
There
enough
you go.
about it, and I know enough deer hunters to know that nope. A
If you
deer that gets shot cannot treat its own.
look, this is the rule of thumb. If you find bone, that deer's dead. But if you don't find blood,
Yeah,
bone,
my
and you
internet's
find blood, they will go lay in mud and
and it
pack
will do
that
them no
wound.
good. They'll die anyway.
No,
Yeah.
dude, I'm telling you, I have killed deer with the hide, the ass pretty much missing out of it. Like somebody took a shot at him, blew the ass cheek off, and this deer is a 8-point buck when it probably happened when he was maybe a 4-point buck. I'm ask deer hunters.
Yeah, okay, I will.
Yeah, no, no, I'm totally serious. Like they will, just like a largemouth bass. You catch an 8-pound largemouth bass, okay, it gets hooked. It's in the mouth. You let it go. You come back. It might be a 12-pound bass, and you know what? You can see where it had been hooked. They
Yeah,
have a natural curing
non-fatal
ability,
wound. Non-fatal wound.
right?
Yeah, it just like the only way a deer is ever surviving anything like that is an actual non-fatal wound
Exactly.
where they don't bleed out, where they
Yep.
could, dude, they don't go into the mud because they understand fucking medical practices. You're talking about
No, but it's
they're trying to like cool themselves off. It's instinct. That's it.
well,
Yeah.
but it is instinct. I guarantee. Look,
It's not medical knowledge. Animals
no,
don't know
but
how to fucking fix themselves.
how do you know that though?
Because I could cut off the arm of a chimpanzee tomorrow and
Mhm.
watch that motherfucker not know how to fix that wound and just
But
panic and die.
what if they
That's
survive?
how.
What if they survive?
They wouldn't. They would never
Well,
survive.
Pat, I've seen 3-legged dogs walking around all the time. So if that dog gets his leg cut off, how do they survive? They don't go to the doctor.
Yeah, they do. They only
Well, no,
ever
if they're
survive that
wild.
through us, human beings. Like, what are
Well,
you talking about?
I don't know. I don't
They're-
think you given. Well, I don't think you given.
Dogs are a part of humanity. So yeah, a 3-legged dog, even a 2-legged dog,
Right.
can survive. It's only because of humanity. Only because of humans that
So
got
wait, hold up now. Let me get this straight. So what you're saying is, if a dog gets his leg cut off by alligator, that dog's not going to survive unless it goes to a vet.
correct. 100%.
No.
Way. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I agree
How?
to disagree.
Okay, agree to disagree. Tell me
Yeah.
how. Tell me how he survived.
Because if infection doesn't set in, that dog will survive. Just like in the Civil War, they didn't have modern medicine. If a guy had his arm blown off,
Bringing up human intervention.
but animals are the same way. Animals actually heal better than humans.
I don't know that necessarily. All I'm saying
Well,
is if a dog gets its fucking arm cut off or one of its
Right.
legs, they don't have arms.
Legs.
They will not survive that. Highly
Dude,
unlikely. There might
I've
be a 1
seen
in a trillion fucking scenario where that could play out, but that doesn't back up any point you're trying to
I've
make.
seen and I'm
Anomalies
telling you
don't
this.
count.
I've seen live wild coyotes with 3 legs. Now, do you think a vet went out
No,
there? So how
no.
did it survive? How did it survive?
I mean, that there would be a natural explanation to that, just like you're saying. And all I'm
Okay.
saying is that's a anomaly. It's not common
Well,
at all.
no, no,
Like,
I agree with you.
yeah.
No, it's
I mean,
probably not.
the most likely scenario is coyote loses his leg and the rest of the fucking pack eats the goddamn coyote. Like, that's the most likely thing that could happen.
No, we
Yeah.
look, we on the same page there. Like, I'm not disagreeing with you, but
Yeah. Yeah.
sometimes
So
they do
animals don't
survive.
magically heal themselves. That's all I'm getting to.
Well,
There's not
no,
a narrative in play.
no.
When animals get seriously injured, they don't magically heal themselves. The
No.
most likely scenario is that they fucking die from their injuries.
Look, I agree 100% with
All
you.
right, then
But
so
you know
it's an
what?
anomaly. So we're talking about anomalies. Who
But
cares? What's
some
the
of them
point?
do survive.
Some could survive,
Exactly. Right.
and some have survived.
So
And it's an extremely unlikely anomaly that happens in that moment. Okay, fine.
absolutely.
I'll grant the anomaly factor. But what I won't grant is the narrative that animals heal themselves magically because they get hurt.
No.
No, that's
I'm
not
not
a
saying
thing.
that.
They
No.
fucking die. If I shoot a coyote in the fucking chest tomorrow and it runs away, it's dead. I'm sorry. It's
Not
gonna
necessarily.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Yes. Very necessary.
Unless you put a
It's gonna
kill
bleed out
shot,
and die. It can't heal that wound, man.
unless you hit a vital organ, that animal may live.
It may live, but as we just fucking discussed, that would be an anomaly. It has no way to fucking stop the bleeding.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with you. There's certain percentages that, but I think deer know if they're injured to go lay in the mud, it's going to pack the wound and they might survive, they might not survive.
Man, that's your opinion. It's based on
Well,
what you're saying is
yeah,
instinct.
exactly. But
That's
you
their
know,
instinct.
you can talk to, get a pool, get enough deer hunters and say, you know what? If
Yeah.
you don't gut shot or heart shot a deer, will that deer survive? If you don't find bone,
I do know something about this.
that deer will probably survive.
I
If
do
it's
know
not a
something
fatal.
about this because I've worked integrally and very in person. You could watch the fucking video, my entire video of an interview I had with Mike from Drone Deer Recovery,
Mhm.
where it's a business that recovers wounded deer that
Mhm.
ran off because the shot wasn't quite right.
Right.
Yeah. So I know something about this, and yes, they will go lay down because they're fucking dying.
Well,
Like, you know,
you can call it whatever you want, but I mean, if it's instinct or they just happen to get lucky and find a little pool of mud and it packs the wound, they can survive.
I just don't like. You're telling me that deer are packing their own wounds. They just go lay down
I
in the
think
most comfortable spot they lay down in. That's all I know about it. You know?
I think they actually do. Because you know what? When you catch a largemouth bass and you grab it by the lip and you open it up and you paralyze it, they know to go rub their bottom lip on a stump to get that fungus off because you wiped away the protective layer. They instinctively know that.
Well, you're talking about fish, but
Well, it's all nature. I mean, it's
yeah, I don't know anybody in nature that would tell me that a fucking deer actually packs their own wounds. Like
oh,
no one
dude.
say that.
Well, I'm telling you, it does happen. I mean, I'm not saying what the percentages are, but if they're actually doing that on purpose, but that's one way to stop the blood if they're bleeding and it's a non-fatal wound. You can do that as a person. You see bright red blood,
Not as a
you're okay. You see dark
I'm not
black
laying in
blood,
the mud. Just
you're in trouble.
stop bleeding. Like I'd have to be real desperate to lay in the mud to fucking stop bleeding.
But I know,
Where
but
I know as a person to do other techniques
okay.
that are
Well,
more advantageous to stop that bleeding, like a
well,
tourniquet,
exactly.
what have you.
Because Pat, we're human. Well, let me ask you something. Okay, you seem to know a lot. When you're in the swamp, okay, and you get caught overnight, what is the first thing you do? Answer that.
I don't know. I've never camped in the fucking swamp. you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was born and raised in a swamp.
Get above water. That's the only thing I could think of.
No, you know what you do? You get mud and you rub it all over yourself so the mosquitoes don't eat your ass alive.
Yeah, mosquito repellent. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get that. So I'm
Okay.
I'm aware of that technique. Yeah.
We're kind of on the same page, a little bit different, but I mean,
Yeah,
I
but
think a deer.
you're talking about like an animal actually treating its own wounds,
I
which
think they
could
do.
be a natural response to it being injured in that area.
I think they absolutely do.
And
You
what
you
I'm
have a
saying is,
different opinion, but I really
what I'm
do.
saying
I
is
think
that treatment will not work 99% of the time. Like
probably not. But you know what?
they're not
They have
natural like that.
they
Come on, man.
well, I mean, it's like they have to know as an animal because they've grown up as an animal, not as a person, not as a doctor.
It
They
doesn't
know,
matter.
you know what?
Wound's a
If I
wound,
get
dude. A wound
if
is a wound. It doesn't matter how they
exactly
grew up
a
or where they
wound
came
is a wound. So if you got shot, what would be the first thing you did? You probably grab some gauze and wrap it around you until you could get your ass to the doctor, right? That's what they do. They don't have gauze. Or if they find a patch of moss, they will pack that wound. I don't see why it's so hard for you to believe that.
Yeah, because I have no fucking absolutely zero evidence that animals do that.
But
None
Pat,
whatsoever.
but listen, we're not getting in an argument. This is a good conversation. I've seen deer with their ass cheeks blown off, completely blown off. My daddy killed one, an 8-pointer, perfectly healthy. His ass cheek was blown off. Somebody has shot that deer, non-fatal wound, but I believe that deer knew how to pack that wound and stop that bleeding. And you can do it as a person. If you got shot or speared, you take mud, you pack that wound,
Right.
and you know what? It's going to stop the blood.
You're saying you believe that that's how that went down. You're also throwing an anecdote of my dad shot a deer that had been shot before.
Right.
Fine. Like, all right, I can go along with that. it's somehow that deer survived. All I'm saying to you is this: you don't know how that deer survived. You're
No,
speculating. You're opining about how something like that could come be, and and honestly, it's completely irrelevant to anything
well,
you have to
yeah,
do.
it might be. I mean, but
Yeah, it's
we
just
we we've seen it before, though. I mean, like when you shoot a deer and you don't kill it, it's not a kill shot. That
again.
deer will go lay down in the marsh and lay down in mud to stop that bleeding. That's what we think. Okay,
mm,
that's just our
Again,
assumption.
I have
That's
an expert that I can fucking pull into this conversation,
well,
not right
pl-
now.
please. I
That
mean, do
will
it. I mean,
that will fucking disagree. I think completely disagree because
well,
they are observers of dying and dead deer from missed
that
shots. An
that's fine,
absolute expert in it.
but you have to.
And I'm not picking up anything that you're putting down from what I know what the expert in this has told me about this process or
But
how things happen.
you can't assume that a deer in Montana is going to do the exact same thing as Louisiana because it's not the same. And you can't assume a person who's seen a Sasquatch is going to have the same person who's been the same effect that the person in Iraq who's been shot at numerous times is going to have. Where we know we have a category and a catalog of PTSD of people who've been shot at in war. Where is the catalog for people who've had Sasquatch sightings?
Well, I'll be honest with you, Carl. I'm not assuming anything. Not assuming anything.
No, I'm just saying, but I've heard people say that before. And one of your friends want to start this channel. Well, you know what? We're going to set up these experts and we're going to get these Sasquatch experts who said they seen them, and we're going to get these guys to analyze and see if they're lying or not. Well, you know what? That's fucking irrelevant. If you've been in Iraq and Afghanistan and you've been shot at, that's fucking war. Okay. When you see a Sasquatch, Bigfoot, Rougarou, that's something fucking totally different. There's no data to back that shit up. Prove it to me. Call the guy in Canada and ask him, where's your proof? That's what bothers me. That's bullshit. You're trying to fucking say a spade is a fucking spade when it's not. So you know what? When you see one of these motherfuckers, guess what? You're not prepared for it because you know what?
Yeah.
All the legends and stuff, these things don't exist, right? They don't exist.
Yeah.
But you know what? When you see one, guess the fuck what? Then you got a problem.
I
Then you got a problem.
I get that. So that part I get. And but then that always brings me around back to, well, what is it? And
Well,
what are the people who fucking actually, like in that situation you just described?
well, okay. Well,
What
let
are
me
those
stop you.
people thinking that is?
Well, wait. Okay, let me give you a perfect analogy. Why is one guy's experience in central Louisiana total proof when another guy in southern Louisiana's story is bullshit? So who do you believe? You believe the guy in central Louisiana, or do you believe the guy in southern Louisiana? You know what? maybe they had the fucking same experience. And there's just assholes who want to say, you know what? This guy's lying. He's a hoaxer. You know what? Prove it to me. If you're going to call somebody a hoaxer, prove it to me.
You
Okay?
can't. It's hard to prove people hoaxers.
Okay. Exactly. So you know what?
Well,
Keep
based
your
on
mouth,
theories.
keep your mouth fucking shut unless you can come and prove fucking facts. This guy is lying. He is full of shit. He's a bullshitter. Okay? You know what I'm talking about? Dill pickle. Okay? This
Well,
motherfucker here has probably done more injustice to the Bigfoot community than everybody. Because you know what he's doing? He's stopping people from coming forward. Because you know what? Like me, I got out of it. I said, you know what? Fuck this. I know what it is. I've seen it. I don't have to prove shit to anybody. He's stopping people. He's telling people,
I know what you're saying, but
well, yeah.
if I come forward with a witness for the flying spaghetti monster tomorrow, does the same logic apply?
No, but you know what? If you get 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 people who've had the same experience, then you know what? Maybe it does.
Right. So you're saying Bigfoot anecdote counts because it's supported by what you believe to be
No.
a higher level of.
I'm
Maybe.
saying, you know what? Go back 1,000 years. Go look at the Native American.
1,000 years. I can't vet
Wow.
1,000 years, bro.
No, what do you mean? There's cave drawings. There's depictions of these things.
That's interpretation.
That's
all
what?
subjective.
What do you mean? So you're saying these people are full of shit
Yeah,
too?
I'm saying there's no. I keep getting bumped from my own joke.
Yeah, I know.
What I'm saying is there's no fucking proof of Bigfoot from 1,000 years ago. I mean, it's 2024, man.
Dude,
We have zero proof now in 2024.
Wait.
We don't look. There's no 1,000 years ago. There's this great proof. It doesn't exist.
but
obviously doesn't exist, man.
Pat,
If you're a Bigfooter, you might buy into it, but the rest of the fucking 8 billion fucking humans on the planet, there's no proof of Bigfoot in 2024.
don't you think it's an unbelievable coincidence that you can go back to all these cave drawings and
What?
all this shit until today? What is it, April 6th, 7th? And people are still seeing these things.
Sometimes they are. I'll grant you that.
Well,
But-
yeah, I mean, you can
But
throw.
that has nothing to do with interpretations of fucking cave drawings for 1,000 years ago. That's my point.
Well,
Don't fall back on that. That's lame.
well, you
That's
know,
so lame, dude. Like, oh man, somebody had a story from 200 years ago. They printed it
well,
on paper.
look,
Like,
I'm gonna
fucking
throw
don't
one.
fall back
Look,
on that.
look, hold up. I'm about to break it down to you right now. Okay,
All right.
there's two things people believe in. All right, one, there's just a written book, and I hope I don't piss people off. There's a written book, but one, you have sightings, you have footprints, you have all this documentation. One believes 100% it is actually real, and the other says, you know what? There's no way this is bullshit. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I mean, if you want to make it a polarized discussion, that's not where I'm at. I'm not in a polarized
Well, no,
discussion.
I'm
I've
bringing
swam
it
the
down
Bigfoot
to
waters, bro, for 10 years.
no,
And
I'm bringing it down
I've
to
heard wood knocks.
okay.
So
Well,
I've been
look,
around the block, my friend.
well, exactly.
I'm
Okay,
not a
so
polarized guy.
were you there when Jesus was alive and all these people wrote this book? Who saw this? Okay, who saw all this? Just the people who were there. Now, the people who are seeing Bigfoot are saying basically the same thing, but people want to dismiss Bigfoot and Sasquatch as bullshit, but they will believe Jesus and they will go to church every Sunday on a written book
I mean,
from people from how long ago?
you-
Stories.
yeah,
Stories. Yeah, I'm
okay.
probably making you feel uncomfortable, but you know
No,
what?
no, you're
Fair,
not.
because you know what? It's
feel
the bottom
uncomfortable
line.
at all, dude. Like that's pretty much impossible. I doubt you could do that.
Okay,
But
you know what? You know what? When
what you're doing is you're showing like you're convoluting things.
no, I'm not
And
convoluting things. I can go buy a Bible tomorrow and I can read you everything these people say. You know what? There's going to be
what
a
does that have to do with
million
Bigfoot?
or 5 million people at church tomorrow.
Yeah,
But you know what? You say, look,
religion is
all
the
these
thing. I get
people,
that.
all these people seen these creatures and they've been talked about for hundreds of years, and people say it's bullshit. Why do
Okay,
people
all right.
believe in
All right,
one?
are you trying
But
to tell me that Bigfoot is a religion and should
no,
be accepted as
no, I'm telling you,
belief?
no, what I'm
Belief?
telling you is, look, and I'm a Christian. I went to Catholic school most of my life, so I don't want people to bust my ass over that. But you have a Bible was full of stories. Nobody actually witnessed this. There's no cave drawings, just a book.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
People believe in that 100%, right?
I follow your logic here.
Okay. Then
Okay.
you have this other creature,
hmm
which we have pretty much or more physical evidence that this thing survives, and people dismiss it as bullshit. Why?
Because there's no evidence, Carl.
So
Zero.
is there, okay, well, show me where the evidence is of Jesus.
Exactly. So you're talking about belief. So we should
Exactly.
believe. You should just believe in Bigfoot.
Well, no, I'm saying you can believe in both.
No,
But
no, you're saying you're literally comparing Christianity religion to Bigfoot. Both are belief based. There's no
Exactly.
evidence that God and the Christian God and Jesus is real. There's zero evidence of that. Agree.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
there's zero evidence that Bigfoot, but yet Bigfoot should be accepted on the same level, which fucking literally makes Bigfoot a religion. If you go that road, brother.
Well, you know what?
Road.
You know what?
You're arguing to make Bigfoot a fucking religion.
That's
a belief.
you know what? If that's what it takes, I'm perfectly fine with that.
You shouldn't be.
Why?
You should shoot one in the head and drag it into town.
We have. Well, okay.
Like shoot one in the fucking head and drag it into town.
Well, wait. Okay, why?
Don't argue to make it a religion.
Well, wait, Pat. Where is
kill it?
Have you seen Jesus's body? Have you seen Jesus?
Yeah, but we're talking about Bigfoot, not Jesus.
Well, no, but I asked Carrie Honor one day. I said, people call you every day about Bigfoot encounters. When's the last time a person called you about a Jesus encounter? Hey, man, I saw Jesus in the woods. When was the last time? He said, never. I said, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what you're dealing with. You know what?
Shoot the fucking thing in the head and drag it into town. Quit
well,
talking about belief.
Okay, if we do that, okay, fine. But you know what?
I didn't say
They-
we. I said you.
No, but I
Shoot it in
mean,
the
like,
fucking head, bro.
well, go ask what's his name in central Louisiana in the Natchitoches area. He gets face to face with him. And like the extreme
Shoot him in the head.
Who?
I said shoot him in the head. All
Well,
right,
no,
face to
go
face,
ask
time to
what's
kill.
his name? With the guy from the Kostashie Forest who comes face to face with him, like Thomas Steenberg said. Can you take a picture of him? Well, you know what? I have pictures of him, but you know what? People dismiss that as bullshit. Well, here this guy
That's
comes
not a
with
face-to-face
stories,
encounter.
and he's one of your biggest
That's not a
guys out there.
face-to-face
You
encounter.
believe him. You believe this dude, but you won't believe me. And I can show you footprints, pictures, but this can't, dude. This dude can only tell you stories.
Again, like you keep spinning off the topic. If you're
But
face to face
no.
with the Bigfoot, shoot in the fucking head. Drag
Okay.
it down, prove it.
Well, wait.
We don't need any religious beliefs or anything. Like, holy shit, there it is, bam, you're done.
Well, wait. Okay, what would
You know.
that prove if somebody killed one? What would that prove?
What it would prove whatever the fuck you drug into town,
Okay,
whatever it is, whatever
Okay,
it
I
turns
get
out
you.
to be.
I
Yeah.
get you. But
They might
Do
have
you-
titanium skulls. Holy shit, they're fucking from Planet Hairtron. We don't know, right?
but
know?
do you think they really need our protection?
I
If we
didn't
can't
say-
find
I
them,
didn't say they
we
need
can't
our
see 'em.
protection.
Maybe we need protection from them.
Well, even more reason to blow them away. Let
I'm fine
God
with
sort
it.
out.
I'm fine with it. No, if you can shoot one, put a bullet in his head. But I'm gonna tell you what, they usually run in threes. So you better have a freaking automatic goddamn machine gun, MS-16, not those fake ass AR-15s,
Sure.
a real M16 machine gun, because you're gonna have to take 3 out.
Hey, how about this? One Reaper drone gets the job done, no problem.
I can do you better than
Easy
that.
better.
I can do you better than that. We had this argument already.
Not really.
Yes.
What's
You know,
one
well,
better?
look, this is what I'm gonna say about it.
What's one better than a Reaper drone?
Look, this is what I'll tell you. Okay, if
A
I was
military
gonna-
grade, a military Reaper drone.
yes, exactly. If I was gonna try to catch evidence of a Bigfoot, you know what I would do? I'm gonna tell you what I would do. Okay, I would
I'm talking about fucking killing them,
no, but
like
okay,
murdering them,
because
not evidence, dude. Like put them down.
you have cluster bombs on a Reaper drone, don't you?
You
can take them out.
Yes,
You can take them out.
You can put bombs on a Reaper drone.
Exactly. Okay. If I wanted to catch a Bigfoot, and I'm telling you this from experience, what I would do, okay, I would drop listening devices. I would drop a 3D Pro, what do you call it? Where it goes in the ground, and you can shoot a signal from a Reaper drone, and it takes a complete circle. Let me ask you something. How did they know what is his name? Bin Laden was in a cinder block building. Exactly the room he was in. Ask yourself that.
What? Who? Yeah.
What was his name?
Saddam
Masada
Hussein?
bin Laden.
Osama bin Laden?
Osama bin Laden. Yes.
Osama-
They went and
Osama
killed this
bin
son of a
Laden.
bitch.
So the way that he was located was 100,000% boots on the ground, CIA intelligence.
No. Okay. He was located there, but how?
You say
in that-
no. You say
wait,
no to that.
No, I'm saying yeah. No,
Like-
I'm agreeing with you.
It
But
was
how
yeah.
in that time frame
had
did
nothing.
they know he
Dude,
was
they-
going to be
They literally
in that-
crashed.
Listen,
They literally crashed one of the goddamn helicopters.
Okay,
Like
but
trying to
two
get
of them
there.
got through.
Yeah.
You're not listening what I'm saying. How did they know he was in that room
Boots on the ground
at
is
that
intelligent.
time? Okay, bullshit. You can't boots. I
You
can't
can say
see
that's
through.
bullshit, dude, but that's
I can't
actually how they
see.
knew.
You see, you don't want to accept facts. Like
Except
you don't want
what
to accept
facts?
like
What
reality.
facts am
Like
I trying to accept?
the military has shit that you can't even imagine. They can see through a cinder block building and tell where a 6'3" or 6'4" guy is versus a 5'9"
the
guy.
irony.
That's where they knew to go kill this son of a bitch because
The
they knew
irony of
exactly.
the fact that the military fucking
Yes.
crashed one of their helicopters on the mission.
Because the tail boom hit the freaking. That was a pilot error.
Yeah,
that
so
was
the
a
military
pilot.
is you're like the military is so great, they're so powerful they can do this.
Exactly.
But they can't fucking but they're
So
susceptible.
you telling me?
They're susceptible to fucking up the mission and the execution.
But
Like,
they
dude,
still.
that's a supreme
At the end of the
contradiction.
day, Pat. At the end of the day, they still kill the motherfucker, right? Because they
Yeah.
knew exactly what room he was in. Boots on the ground can't tell you that. Okay, we
Yeah,
can
they
point
could.
laser pointers, we
Absolutely.
can direct laser bombs, but we cannot tell you where you
Watch the
are in
movie,
your
it's
house
just
right now.
You know,
But you know what? Certain
Zero-
technology can.
watch the movie Zero Dark 30.
Dude, I don't have
lays
to
it out
watch
for you.
that. I don't have to watch that. I
Yeah.
have contacts. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say. I have contacts.
Well,
They knew exactly where this dude was in this
yeah, they
building.
did. They
Exactly.
thought they knew where he was, and they were
No,
right.
they knew. And the helicopter crashed because the tail boom hit the fucking gate. That was pilot error, but they had two other helicopters that landed, and they went in and they killed the son of a
Yeah,
bitch
I
because they
think-
knew
I think that's a
exactly where
disservice.
he was.
I'm sorry. At this point in the conversation about that, I'm going to just have to say that's a disservice to the men that were involved in the actual
No.
operation that night.
You see, oh man, you
Yeah.
don't even get it. Like,
I do know. Here's the thing, Carl. I do get it.
I don't
I have
think you
enough
do, dude.
respect for them.
Have you ever shot a bullet in anger?
Yeah, I have.
You have. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
I pull gun.
Because you look like a dude. You
I've
look
had
like
to
a
pull
dude
guns
has
on people.
shot a bullet in anger. You've
I've
had
had to pull guns.
you've
on
had AK-47 rounds flying by your fucking head and whizzing by and listening to them. That's what you're telling me.
I didn't say anything about fucking 7.62.
Okay, well,
rounds.
you know what? Just
You know?
shut your fucking mouth right
Oh,
there.
come on, man. You can't say that. Come on.
No, I'm saying it. Unless you've been there, you can talk the talk and walk the walk. You're full of shit, dude. You're full of shit. Your assumptions are full of shit. I'm telling you now,
I think
they
I'm being
knew.
reasonable.
They knew
I
where
do
this.
know what
You
you're
look.
talking about.
You don't know a goddamn thing about me, and I don't know a goddamn thing about you. But I'm telling you now, when I had AK-47 fucking bullets whizzing by my head and fucking mortars going off around me, okay?
Yeah, because you fought. You
That's
fought.
a non-issue. I'm not gonna say.
I'm
a non-issue.
asking you. You're the one that brought it up.
I'm not. That's. I'm just telling you. Have you ever fired a
Dude,
bullet
I've
in
never
anger
had. I can
where
tell
you
this,
actually had to shoot
Carl,
and kill
Carl.
somebody?
I've never killed anybody.
Okay, well,
I've almost killed people, but fortunately, I didn't have to kill them.
okay,
That
well,
was
you know what?
That was domestic situations that I was in.
Well,
Right? Listen,
this, you know
I'm
what?
asking you. I've never been to war. Okay,
Okay,
I've never been to war.
well,
I was never in the military. even though I
Okay.
almost joined the military. But I've never been to war, so I've never had 7.62 rounds fly over my head.
Okay.
Even though I can tell you, like, from what I've seen, I know what that kind of sounds like. I
hmm
understand. I understand 7.62 rounds, how they drop. I know the math on that. I've shot 7.62 weapons. I have shot 5.56. All that shit. I'm a
But no, I
shooter.
mean, let's get back on
So,
top because I don't
so
even
I
want to go
just want
there
to know.
because
I know. I want to know
that's
this,
a
dude.
good
Like,
place for me.
I've
I mean,
I've never been to war. Have you?
yes,
So you know what that's like.
yes,
So you know the whizzing
yes,
from the
absolutely. Way too close.
from the fucking but way too close. Even though it might be 10 feet over your head, because
Yeah,
the
I couldn't
guys,
tell. Pat, I
yeah,
couldn't tell. I mean, you know what? I mean, we did what we had to do. That's all I'm willing to say about it. The only thing I will say, everybody watching this show is better off from what we did because you know what? They might not go kill you. They might not kill your grandkids because you know what? We took care of the situation. I'm gonna leave it at that.
like, what battlefield?
I'm not gonna say.
Fair enough. Fair
I
enough.
don't want to get in that conversation. I mean, that's not what it's about. I mean, we were talking about a
Yeah, but
unknown
it spun
creature. I
into
mean,
this
we
real
got
quick,
way
man.
off track. I mean, so
It spun into it real quick, Carl.
well, yeah, but I mean, like, because it's. I mean, look, I get it. I get it that you're a skeptic, but you can only be a skeptic until it happens to you. Then you know what? And you know what? All these people might be lying, but you know what? It only takes one. And guess what? You got a problem because it's true.
Hey, look, I'll tell you this. I mean, you say I'm a skeptic and shit,
Well,
and
no, which is good.
I
I agree with, because I was too.
I was too. Bro, I've been swimming these waters for 10 years. I just call balls and strikes like I see them. Either I'm a
That-
fucking idiot or I'm on something. Uh, I'm pretty sure I'm not an idiot. So,
No, I don't think you're an idiot. And to be honest, I kind of like you. That's the reason I came in tonight. I mean, we had
everyone
our
does.
differences, but you know what? We're grown men. We can get through that. And I like the conversation. I mean, if we could get to the bottom of this, everything would be great. But you know what, man? I just don't think we can.
Well, you and I can't, that's for sure.
Well,
Like,
no, I mean, but
me and the entire Bigfoot world can't fucking get to the bottom of Bigfoot.
well, no, it's just
Come back in, bro. Sorry.
no,
I'm sorry, Brent.
no. If you see one, you will believe. Until that time, you'll be a skeptic. You'll be, you know what they say, a believer. If once you see one,
Yeah.
and
Hey, look.
that's
Here's the thing you don't get about me, Carl, is that there are people in my personal life who have seen these things. Broad
okay.
daylight, up close, in your face, ace of base, no doubt about it. And I can't fucking explain that. And that's it. That's where I'm at. I'm like, hey
Well,
man, I can't fucking explain it. I
well,
don't
a
know what
lot of
you
people
saw
can.
that day. And
Well, you
and
think you think you're in trouble now. You can't explain it. Wait until you see one. Then you really can't explain it.
Hi, Carl.
Hey man, what's up?
Not much. How you doing? Long time no
Good. How are
see.
you?
Haven't really thought about you in a forever.
Yeah, well, I kind of went underground. I mean, it's like, you know what? I got
Yeah.
everything I need to know. I'm done. I mean, what else? You know, I don't need to know anything else. I mean,
Yeah. That's good. Are you still doing your research or kind of?
no, not really. I mean, it's just Brent. I take it as it is. You know, I experienced something. I deal with it, and you know what? If people, like I said, I told Pat, if once everybody sees one, then they will know. And then you know what? There will be no question. But until then, you know, it's just speculation, and people don't have to tear each other down. And like, you know, I'm gonna call you out. You say, well, this guy's hoaxing, this guy's hoaxing. But you know what the problem is? You never
Mhm.
go in and say why this person is hoaxing or how this person. Well, look, I have personal proof, not what Billy Bob told me. I have personal proof that this guy is hoaxing this.
Mhm. Well, I think every time I did a video, the evidence and receipts are quite clear that the person's hoaxing. So
So
I
wait,
don't.
where do you get that from though? Did you actually? Can you name names who saw this person hoaxing? And then you know what? Hold
Well,
up.
it's
You
different
don't want.
situations for different things, though. It's different, like with you, you know, because that's where you and I kind of came in contact, is because I was calling you out on those pictures, which and your
Right.
backstory was ridiculous, and the evidence that you provided as far as uh, a, this was a long time ago, so you'll have to forgive me. I don't remember all the details, but I remember you
Yeah.
posting
I don't either.
pictures of your a guy that's in like a fighter jet suit, and we found out it was actually a guy that was part of like almost like the Blue Angels, but like a different.
No, he wasn't in the
It was
Blue
a
Angels. Let me correct you there. He was in the Thunderbirds. He
yeah,
retired from
Thunderbirds.
the military. He was a fighter pilot for 20 years. He retired and he was in the Thunderbirds. And it was a
I,
stock photo, and that was the guy. So
yeah.
go
Can you tell us the whole story about those photos and stuff
yes,
and
I
help
can.
jog our memories?
Yes, I can. Absolutely I can. Now that everything's over and done
Because
with.
you remember you said you had crystal clear pictures where it's like boom,
Yes.
there's no doubt.
Yes.
Yeah, so
I
you have
no.
those, right? Okay,
No,
so you have
no, no,
evidence.
no, no, no.
No.
Hold up. You're
Okay.
going too
Okay.
fast. I don't have possession of the pictures. I saw the pictures, but they could not give me the pictures because it
How did
was
you see
a.
them?
How did I see them? I sat down at a table and they showed them to me.
Okay.
But what you have to understand is they at the time, and maybe they can now, I don't know. At the time, they couldn't let this technology out because this was brand new technology that was invented by the Navy.
Mhm.
It's a new format. You know what? You know how you have
So
HD,
why did
4D,
they give you the photos though? Why did they give you the photos to release, but
because they
expose what
didn't.
the whole story was as far as like how you got them, but not naming names, but you kind of said you like you're talking about how they use secret technology and stuff. So why would they give you that information to go blast out there to the world declaring
Well,
Bigfoot, which is a
yeah,
big mystery? Why would they kind of do all that? Just out of curiosity.
you answered your own question right there.
Oh, how so?
Because you asked me why they couldn't give me the secret technology, which it wasn't really
No, no.
secret.
Why did they? If it's so secret, why did they let you talk about it and let you say, "Hey, this is
Because
how we got these photos"? If it's so secret, why would you have that type of confidentiality of knowing this classified information?
because the photos, as I said from day one, were altered because they had to alter it
Twice, I think.
because yes, they had to
Twice,
alter
yeah.
them because they could not show what they actually had on video. You ever seen these fighter jets that go in and bomb places?
Yes,
How they blur out the
yes,
screens? Okay, they do
yes.
that for a reason. You know why? Do you know why?
Well, the thing is, they can crop out the actual Bigfoot itself and leave all the other technology out of it. Anything that's on the screen to
But
identify software or proprietary
okay,
software, they can easily crop it out. That's what I was telling you before. It's like just crop the Bigfoot out and boom, throw
okay,
it there. So why give you twice blurred pictures to go allow you to talk about, a Bigfoot that, I don't know. It's a weird thing that they would let you go do that, but still wanted to say, hey, no, this is
because
classified information.
listen, I'll try to explain it to you. And the technology is not in what you can crop out. The technology is in the actual picture. Okay? Do you understand that?
No, I don't.
Okay.
The
Well,
technology's in the actual
then
picture.
like I like I
Well, no, well,
brought
can
up,
you break it down in layman's term for us? Because
yes.
are you talking about like AI
Exactly what I'm saying.
software or like
You're
how?
saying
Because
they can you're saying they can block out the technology like a fighter jet canopy, which they don't want people to see. But in this case, the technology is in the actual picture. Can
okay.
you grasp that technology?
Well, so what is the actual technology shown other than the actual Bigfoot that's supposed to be represented in that picture? What is that
Because
technology? I don't
okay,
I've
we
never
went
heard of
from.
anything like that.
I'm gonna tell you this is the way I can explain it. Back in the day, we used to have an antenna to catch TV. Okay, then we went to
Hmm.
cable. Then we went to satellite. Then we went to fiber optic. Okay. And you know what? That's a commercial use. But if you don't want somebody who could use this against you to find out this technology, you're not going to put it out there, right?
Yeah, which is why would they allow you to put it out there as coming
Correct.
from such special technology, and but they blurred
Go.
it for you to keep it hidden. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. But it goes, if going back to what you're talking about, well, first let's kind of dial it back on, so how were the photos obtained? Like what kind of it was a fighter jet, right?
Nope, it was not. No, that's
You're gonna have
still
to
some.
refresh. This was like a couple of years ago
Yeah,
on
that's still
the
no.
details about it.
Look, let me tell you this. I explained this to what's his name? Pat. If I was going to catch a Bigfoot, okay, what I would do, because I send drones every day to the Gulf of Mexico to go check production platforms to make sure there's nobody doing any monkey business, check for Russian submarines and bullshit like that who can blow up, fuck up a whole economy, okay? And then that drone comes back and it sends data. Okay. Well, you know what? Maybe if a person was over that flight pattern of that drone and you tell them what you got going on, they said, you know what? If it breathes, it lives, it eats, it drinks, we can track it. Okay. And the guy was saying, are you sure this is going on? I'm telling you, yeah, okay. So you know what I would do? I would take a drone, I would drop listening devices, I would drop 3D
Oh,
pods that could shoot an image.
is this how they got the photos out? I want to keep it
I'm just saying.
on
I'm just
track with
saying.
well, because
This is
we're deviating all stuff because I don't have a lot of time. But so how were the photos obtained as far as the ones that we're talking about,
Brent.
the twice blurred ones?
This is what I'm telling you I
Like,
would
no,
do.
I'm not saying like
Okay.
the exact technology, but was it a
This is what if you
don't
want to catch
was
a
it a
Bigfoot,
drone?
if you want to catch a Bigfoot, this is what you need to do. Okay, you need to get a
Well, no,
tracking
I just want
drone.
you to answer these questions that I have
No,
because
I
you were
can't.
really
I can't.
questioning because you kind of came at me during this show because I was watching. You kind of came at me,
Well, no,
insulting
but
me even because you
well,
didn't like the
the,
way I did things. So,
no, because and
let's
nobody
kind of
else
keep things
does,
on focus here
and nobody else does either, because you call people out as hoaxers, but you don't present
because they
evidence.
are.
Okay, present the evidence.
Yeah, yeah.
Present the evidence.
Go
Say,
look at my
look,
channel. It's filled with people hoaxing with
no,
evidence.
you put on
Yeah.
bullshit. That's what you
That-
put on. Just like you tell people, don't go watch this channel because this guy is full of shit. Well, wait.
Yeah,
Well,
you
this
are,
guy
Carl. You are full of shit. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. You are full of shit, and those photos
I am
prove
full
it.
of
Your
shit.
backstory, yeah, your
Okay, prove it.
backstory with
Wait.
those,
Prove
your
it.
whole,
Prove it.
your whole,
Prove
your
Prove
whole,
it. Prove it.
look,
You are talking
look at your
fucking
evidence.
head.
Your evidence is
have
proof enough. Your
no
backstory to it is
fucking
proof enough. Your
evidence to
evidence
verify.
trying to defend it is proof
Prove
enough
it.
to really
Prove
show
it.
you're not a
You wanna
reliable
call-
narrator.
Look, you want to call bullshit on somebody? You need to fucking
I just
prove
did.
it. Prove it.
Well, you know,
Prove it.
there's no
Prove
reason
it.
why we should believe your evidence, Carl.
I don't give
No
a
reason
fuck
why.
if you believe my evidence or not.
I don't. That's what I'm
telling
saying.
you
I
what
don't
the fuck
believe it.
I saw and what I experienced. You don't have to
No, I'm
believe
talking
it.
about the blurred photos.
You
I
go
don't really know about
you
your
go
encounter.
to your friends and you tell people not to watch this channel, this channel, this channel,
People,
which
I
you have
no,
no
no.
right of fucking doing. So you know what? Prove it. I'll
Yeah.
give you a fucking week. Prove
So-
me fucking wrong.
So
Sucker.
on my
Prove
channel,
me wrong.
what evidence
No,
don't I
you
have?
You talk shit. That's all you do. You
Hmm.
talk shit.
Oh, I talk shit
Prove
with
me wrong.
receipts. Yeah. The thing
Prove
is,
me wrong.
Carl,
That's all I'm
Carl,
asking.
there's no
Prove me
reason to
wrong.
believe you. You can prove
me
yourself
wrong.
right by getting all these photos. You know, your whole story just is so made up, dude.
I
It's
don't
like
give a
so
fuck what
fantastical.
you think, dude. I don't
Well,
give
that's
a
well,
fuck.
that's
You
great.
prove-
That's great. You seem
So,
to.
okay, you know what?
You seem to be pretty
Brent,
upset by it.
Brent, you
I mean,
go
come on, dude. Your whole
find-
backstory on it and everything was
you
so
go
bullshit.
You go
You're
find-
talking
Listen.
about you're talking about this.
Oh,
Oh,
you
God, I
full
can't
of
even remember.
shit,
It was like
dude.
a baby full of it
Everybody
or something.
fucking hates you because of this shit right here. This is what the
Yeah.
fuck you do. Okay, let me tell you something. You go
Yes,
prove,
yes.
you go find the pictures where I stole these pictures off of somebody's like you did.
It's too
Longhorn
blurry
and
to like
Bigfoot.
even do any
Look,
back research on it. No, I'm saying
You
you
go
you
find
got
the
those photos and
pictures
you blurred them up,
on
and I
the
don't know what you did to
internet
it.
and you prove me wrong because you can't fucking do it. You cannot
Yeah, to go
fucking do
find
it.
blurry pictures on the internet
Oh,
of your fake
you
photos.
fucking
Yeah,
full of
yeah,
shit,
I'm
dude,
not
and
going to.
everybody fucking knows it, and everybody knows you're a fucking
No,
bullshitter.
no,
And the
no.
only reason you're on fucking YouTube is to start shit. Why don't
Yeah,
you work
or
with
give
people?
people an opportunity
Why
to get the
don't you
truth
work
from
with
people who are
people?
full of shit like you, Carl. I mean, come on, let's be
Oh,
honest,
come
dude.
on. Dude, everybody fucking hates you. Everybody
I don't care. I don't
fucking
care
hates
if everybody hates me. I really don't care. But
Well,
the
okay,
the fact
well,
is, you know,
if
it's
you're
like
gonna
standing up against
call-
people who are like presenting such bullshit,
if
dude.
you're
Like
gonna
literally, dude.
If you're gonna call somebody a hoaxer, prove it.
Hmm.
Prove it. Not what Billy Bob, Joe Bob told you. You come on your fucking channel and you present fucking evidence. Prove
I
it.
do.
No, you don't. You're
Look
so
at it.
full of shit. You're so full of shit. You cannot prove a motherfucking thing. Come prove it. Okay?
Hmm.
That's all I'm
Prove
telling
that you're a hoaxer, or all the other people I have on my channel is a hoaxer.
Prove I am a hoaxer, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Go find these pictures on the internet that
I won't be able to.
Okay, because
I
that's
won't.
what you're saying. This is bullshit. You go find the
Yeah.
pictures. On
No,
the
I'm not saying you
internet,
stole the
wherever you gotta
pictures.
go
I'm just
find
saying
them,
you created them
and
to
you-
create some backstory to like, I don't know why
you're
you
so
did
full
it.
of- You're so full of fucking shit with your bullshit fucking little pussy hat on. Why don't you just come out like a man and say, you know what? This guy may be hoaxing. I cannot prove it. And when you do have proof that you see with your own fucking eyes, then you know
Mhm.
what? You come out and fucking present it like a man.
No, yeah, that's
Don't
okay.
hide
You know,
behind your channel. Don't hide behind your channel, dude. Come out
Mhm.
and prove. Go find those pictures I presented, okay? And
why don't you prove? Why don't you go get those crystal clear photos now, Carl, and show the world? Why don't you prove? Huh? Why don't you get those crystal clear photos that will prove Bigfoot and blast it out in the world?
You know what? I don't fucking have
Why don't you do that? You don't
I
have
don't
them.
have to,
They
because
just showed them to
these
you, and they're
are-
like, you look at this, but
these
we're going to give you
are
twice blurred, not once, but twice blurred. I mean, do you
Yes.
realize how stupid your story is? Like, God,
And you
man,
know what?
this is what this Bigfoot subject is now. It's LARPers like you guys, man. You guys really ruined this
You're
fucking
so full
subject
of
by
shit,
no,
dude.
dude, just shut up, dude.
Hey,
Just shut up, dude. You are such a fucking LARPer, man. That it's like your
have you
shit that you
ever
do is like so fucking made up in your head, and you
you're
want to
pathetic, dude.
expect
You're
us
the
to go
fucking
along with it and believe
clown.
it, dude. Come on,
You're the
dude. You're
fucking
fucking fake as
clown
fuck,
of the
dude.
Bigfoot fucking organization.
Oh, says you, says you. It's like,
Dude,
goddamn, it's like you're a
everybody
reliable
hates your
fucking
ass
narrator.
because
I
you
don't
cannot
care.
prove
I
a
don't care.
fucking thing. You
Oh,
call people hoaxers. Well, fucking
that's because
prove
they
it.
are, buddy.
Can you
That's because
let
they
me
are,
ask you
buddy.
something?
Welcome
Can you
back, Pat.
go in a court of law
Yes,
and
I got
prove these people are fucking hoaxing? No, you can't, motherfucker, because you're gonna lose your fucking ass. You know why?
Mhm.
Because you can't
Have you
fucking
seen my
back
channel
your
at all?
shit up.
Have you seen my channel at all? Have you seen the
Yes,
direct
I
evidence?
have watched it, and it's fucking bullshit because you
Okay,
have
of course you
nothing.
think that, because I
And you
called
know
you
what?
out, dude,
You
as a fucking
attack
hoaxer, like what, a year or two ago?
you
Something like
attack
that?
people who have credible evidence because you don't have a fucking thing, and you're fucking jealous. You have to
I'm
call
jealous,
people on.
yes.
Yes, you are,
It's
because
one.
you don't have fucking shit.
What
You
else
don't
is
have
it?
a
Well,
motherfucking
so I don't
thing.
have evidence. I'm jealous.
Go prove these people are bullshitting. I don't want to
I
hear.
do.
So,
Got a full channel of it.
okay, where have you proved one
Go
person
look at the
is
channel.
fucking hoaxing?
Yeah. I mean, to
Prove
be
it.
fair,
Prove it, dude. Prove it.
Go
You
look.
call them out.
Dude,
You
go
say
look.
this guy's
Dude, go look.
hoaxing. Don't
yeah.
go
The
watch
Bigfoot
this
tree is
channel.
one example, right?
Okay, show me one example. Tell me one
I
example.
just gave you one right there. Go look at my channel right there, dude. There's a whole bunch
Go
right
look at the
there. You'll be
channel.
able to
You can't
see.
recall
Yeah.
it. You can't recall it by name.
What, you want me to go, like, you said you looked at my channel and stuff. I
Yes,
got the
I
Wes
have, and
Germer
it's all
40-page report
bullshit
that was on
because
there too. So that's
you
two.
you
You got
haven't
the King 3, Randy Brisson 4,
you haven't
Cameraman
you
Crew
have
5.
you
I mean,
haven't experienced a fucking thing. So all
so
you
what?
can
It doesn't
do
matter.
is
It
all
doesn't
you can
matter.
do is call people out as
And you're
bullshit.
mad because I'm calling you out because you're full of shit, and that's why you're
Okay,
so mad
well,
at what I'm
okay, you
doing.
know what? You
That's
calling
why
me
you're
out?
mad. Yeah,
You
yeah.
no, you calling me out? Prove it. Prove it. I'll
Mhm.
give you 2 fucking weeks a month. Prove it. Go find those
Dude, I'm not
pictures
wasting any more time on
anywhere
your
on
little
the internet that
fantastical
I stole.
stories. That whole interaction with you and that fucking fake
Dude,
photo and shit
does
that you
it
posted
fucking
on the
matter? You cannot
Thunderbird stuff. It's like,
debunk
come
this
on, dude, you're
shit.
not even worth like in that
Dude,
time.
you cannot debunk this shit and call me a fucking hoaxer because you cannot
No.
fucking prove it, and everybody else you're fucking talking about, you cannot
Well, there's no
prove
reason
it.
why we should
That's
believe
your
you, Carl, or your
assumption.
story.
That's your assumption, dude.
Okay.
You cannot
Well,
prove
it's my
it.
opinion, my
we
opinion
want
that you're a hoaxer,
concrete-
Carl.
We want concrete proof that these people are hoaxing. Okay, so go
Okay.
give it to us.
Hoaxes happen.
Okay.
We can
Go
all
give
we
it
can
to
all
us.
I
agree.
got a whole channel full of it. Got a whole channel full of it.
But you know
All
what?
right.
You can't call somebody out for
Hey.
hoaxing unless you can fucking prove it, and you can't.
Tone it
You
down.
can't.
Well, that's why I never.
You can't.
Yeah.
All right.
You can't.
We
That's
can
right. You have to
we
shut
can-
up because you can't fucking prove it.
we
Bottom
can
line,
all we can
when you
all
can
agree.
prove it, when you can prove it, come back here and we'll have a fucking conversation. But
Alright.
you cannot. And you
Maybe.
can. You know what else you
Well,
can't do?
why don't you go get those crystal clear photos, Carl, and
Well,
deliver them to the
maybe I
world.
have them.
You have your
Maybe I have
contacts,
them.
right?
You
Your
don't know.
secret
You don't
military
know.
contacts. So
Well,
yeah,
you
of course I
proved me
don't know.
wrong.
So I'm just
You
saying.
proved me
I'm just saying.
wrong. You
How about
proved
you
me
prove
wrong.
yourself right?
Prove me wrong.
Prove
Go
yourself
find-
right.
Go find.
I don't
where
need to, man,
stole
because there's no reason to
pictures.
accept your evidence, dude. It's bunk, dude. It's all fucking LARPing bullshit.
Prove me wrong. That's
Like,
all I'm saying.
this is
Because you
it, Pat.
can't.
This is the subject now. Like
Yeah,
you're talking
this is
about,
the
dude.
subject now
This is a
because your
joke.
dumbass keeps bringing up. You keep calling people hoaxes out, and
That's because
you
they're hoaxers,
can't
dude. I'm
prove
sorry
it.
if you don't like it.
You
I'm sorry
can't
if you don't like it,
prove
dude.
shit.
It's not my problem.
You
You're
cannot
obviously
prove a
triggered by
fucking
it
thing.
because
And
you're
you know
linked to
what?
hoaxing, and that's why you
People
kind of
here
went away.
talk your shit, and
I don't
people
care.
hate you.
I don't care, Carl.
People
I don't care,
hate
Carl.
you.
I don't
Okay.
care.
Well, you
All right.
know what?
I don't care.
30
When you get a
seconds.
set of balls and you
30
can
seconds,
prove
guys.
a fucking thing, then come back
Mhm.
and talk to us.
How about
okay?
you prove? How about you
Until
prove your
then,
claims, Carl? How about
I'm
you
not
prove your
proving any
claims
fucking
first?
thing. All I'm doing
Yeah,
is showing
prove
you
prove
what I
yours
have.
first. I wish
All
we
I'm
still had
doing is
those photos.
showing
Do you
you
still have
what I
those photos, Pat?
I don't know. They exist somewhere. Yeah.
Oh,
God, I wish I
go look
saved
at my
those.
channel. Go look at my channel. You can
Are they
find
still
it.
there? Nice.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Why would
Sorry, dude. I
hold
have not thought about you in a forever, so I haven't
Well, no.
gone to your channel in a long time.
But I
So
hear about you all the time because
Very
you fucking
convoluted.
full
Oh.
of shit and you don't. You're a shit stirrer. That's what you are, and you cannot prove a fucking thing that people hoaxing shit. Go do it. Go
okay,
do
Carl.
it.
Okay,
That's a
Carl.
challenge. Go
I do it constantly,
You're
proving
the-
it
look,
constantly.
You're the moral compass.
Constantly.
Of the Bigfoot. You're the moral compass.
Nope,
of
I'm just some
Bigfoot.
guy that's out there saying,
You
"Hey, this dude's
go
hoaxing. This
prove
dude's
it.
hoaxing," with the proof.
Go prove
That's
it.
what I do.
Go prove
That's
it.
what I've been
You haven't
doing.
proven
That's
a
what I've been
fucking
doing.
thing.
How about
have
you
not
prove your
seen-
claims?
You
Go
have
prove your
not
claims
seen
first.
A fucking thing for yourself.
Kind of
You're
getting
just relying on
circular discussion
people-
here.
people
Circular here.
who tell you things. Billy Bob said this. Oh, he faked this. Why don't you get your lazy ass out there and go fucking prove it? Okay? Then you can go on your YouTube channel and say, this motherfucker is a hoaxer, and this is why.
Yeah,
You don't have shit. You don't have a fucking thing.
you should go re-look at my channel then.
Well,
Yeah.
I've watched your channel, and it's fucking boring as fuck because you
Yeah.
cannot prove a goddamn thing. You have not seen a Sasquatch. You haven't seen
And I don't believe you have either, Carl. So
Well,
I think we're both in that boat.
You can believe, dude, you can believe what the fuck you want. I don't care.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, this is okay. Cool. Timeout. T.
No,
listen.
I mean, Pat, but listen, if
No,
you're going to
time out.
call.
No,
if
Carl,
you're
Carl,
gonna
Carl, quiet. Let Pat talk.
Like,
Okay, let Pat talk.
this is getting very personal.
Well,
And
no, it's not personal.
no,
it's,
it is.
It's,
No, it's getting emotional. How about that? It's getting
well,
way
it
too
might
emotional.
be getting emotional, but the bottom line is the dude cannot provide any evidence that these people are fucking hoaxing. Do it. Go, if you're going to call somebody out, if you're going to say,
I
well, you
don't-
know what, this guy is stealing from IBM,
I do not.
you have
I'm
to
not
produce
comfortable.
evidence. You cannot do it.
All right, time out again, man. Like everybody, I'm not comfortable turning this into a 2v1.
Well,
So-
no, Pat, it comes down to fundamentals. If you're going to call somebody a hoaxer, prove it, okay? Concrete
I get
evidence,
that, man.
prove it.
I
You
get
can't
that.
say, well, you know what? Billy Bob told me this guy set up a monkey suit in the woods. Go find out for yourself. Because all you're talking is shit. You can't prove
Again,
it.
dude, I don't want to turn this into a 2v1 because that's not fair. Fucking fair.
Well, no, but I mean, look,
You know?
I'm just asking the guy, you know
Hey,
what?
Brent has actually done that. I'm
I
just
don't-
gonna
okay,
I'm gonna stand.
Where?
I'm gonna,
Where has he done? Name one incident, Brent, that you done that where you
Okay,
call somebody out that
I
you
will.
personally saw them do this.
Okay,
Call it.
so I will
Say it.
fucking say I will say this.
Okay.
I will say this as an outside person
Mm-hmm.
who it looked at Brent's presentation and his material was the motherfucker that threw the rock himself.
That was a good one. That was one of my favorite ones, actually. Yeah,
The guy literally threw a rock himself and said,
I
"Oh,
love that one.
what was that?" And did that
Okay.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Did he?
That was a good one. No, that was good. That was good.
It was
Yes.
absolute 100% proof. He caught it on film. He showed the fucking clip where the rock was in the guy's hand and where he actually threw it.
Did he see-
100% hoaxer.
Did he see this for himself? No.
No. he
Like,
Okay.
was I there?
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Oh, so that has to be the standard. I have to physically
Yeah.
be there to watch
You
them
have-
hoax.
See it for yourself to call bullshit on
I don't buy
somebody.
your standard. I don't buy your standard, Carl. I'm not going to
Well,
subscribe to it. I think
you
it's
know what?
bullshit. And it's
Nobody
such a-
buys your standard
it-
either because
Well, no, everybody seems to, except for
they think you're a
hoaxers, of
joke.
course.
Yeah. How many subscribers?
Hoaxers do. Yeah, hoaxers
How
do.
many subscribers you got?
How many what?
I just gave
Subscribers
you
do
an
you have?
example of a
Subscribers don't matter.
Yeah, subscribers
very
don't matter because
clear.
you're full of shit. People don't listen.
I got about 10,000.
You are a joke because you don't
being
present
honest.
evidence. You call bullshit on people, but you can't back it.
That's because they are, man.
Hey, Carl.
Every
Carl,
day.
why do you keep saying that? Carl, why do you keep saying that?
Wrong.
Carl,
It's a
why do you
threat
keep
of
saying
law.
that? I have a whole channel that backed up. Why do you keep
don't.
saying that?
Dude, you
I do.
don't.
Dude, I do. I do. Well, then you're. I'm sorry. It's
Where
just
are
I
you
don't know where to go with
talking
this one, Pat. He's in a different reality, so
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
in a
know.
different reality. And so are
You are, dude. I got a whole channel full of it. But you're like,
okay,
oh no,
yeah,
it's not
okay.
evidence. You need to
And
go
you-
out and do it this
Brent,
way. You have to see it.
Literally
Yeah.
fucking. He literally showed where somebody was hoaxing, and you're.
But he
sitting there
saw it
saying,
for himself.
That's
He
not.
saw
Dude, I was
this
fucking there. Yeah, for that
for
one there, the
himself.
Bigfoot tree. Yeah, I was
know.
there. Yeah, yeah. I was there for the whole fucking process.
the
Yeah, I was
Bigfoot
there.
tree. Yeah, you got
Yes, yeah.
smoke blown up your ass. Now you think everybody's bullshitting because your girlfriend
Well, no,
fucked you over,
no,
and
no,
you
no.
look like a
Hey,
dumbass.
no. It's like you come across
You're a
like
joke,
this
dude.
is what's
You're a
going on in
joke.
this. This is what's going on in the subject. Is
You're a
look at all
joke.
this hoaxing. Look how blatant it is. So there's good evidence for you right there, Carl.
Yeah, because your girlfriend bullshitted you about a fucking tree, and you fucking believed
Bullshitted
it, you
everybody.
fell for it, and
Bullshitted
it's-
everybody.
People had to call you out. People had
What's
to
that?
call you out.
No.
Oh my God.
Nobody called me out.
All right.
Pathetic.
So
You're
now I'm going to be a
pathetic.
fucking moderator.
My God.
Brent, do you want to address your girlfriend?
Yeah,
Quotes?
your girlfriend.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you want to
Yeah.
address that?
Yeah.
About the
Yeah.
Bigfoot tree. The Bigfoot who
Yeah,
lived
girlfriend.
that
Yeah.
you fell
Yeah.
for. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Carl, where did you hear that we ever dated? Where did you hear this at? Billy Bob Joe?
Who?
Billy Bob Joe?
Yeah, Billy Bob
You know,
Jones.
those
Same- yeah,
those people?
see?
Those people,
The-
those same people that you're getting your
Yeah,
evidence
the same
from?
people you call
Those pictures? Yeah.
facts on, the same people you call facts on is the same people I'm gonna call facts on, because you know what, you do it to everybody else, so I'm gonna do it to you. I'm gonna hold you to
Yeah.
the same fucking
So
standard, right
here's the
there.
thing.
Yeah.
Do you know that she was actually she was getting engaged with somebody at that whole time,
No,
and she's
I
actually
don't,
married to
Brent,
that person right now?
Because you know what?
So you didn't know that, did you?
Hold
So
up. Let me-
so that kind of probably throws a little wrench in your little equation
No, it
there
doesn't. No, it doesn't.
of she was actually
proving
with
my
somebody
point for me.
during that whole time. So
You're proving my point for me, buddy. Okay?
Brent,
Because this is what you do. I
Brent,
would take a story like
What's
that
that?
if I was you and bring it to the
What's up,
freaking
Pat?
YouTube and say, look, this guy is a hoaxer without even knowing the facts, without seeing it for myself. Okay?
Brent,
That's
Wish-
exactly what the fuck you do.
What's up, Pat?
was she your girlfriend at the time or not?
Absolutely not. 1,000%
hold
not.
up.
My
Did you
girlfriend.
ever date her?
We never dated. My whole thing with that was I was so obsessed
Dude.
because I did believe that there was a Bigfoot underneath a tree that I wanted to prove it and see it. So that was the whole thing right there. Yeah, she was with somebody. You won't find a single picture of her and I together. In fact, she'll tell you herself that we never dated.
Dude.
But no,
You
that's the only thing you got
pathetic.
against me.
Pathetic.
You're the pathetic one. You're trying to
the
use some
pathetic
fake
one.
information to try and like insult me or some way. You know,
Brent,
if I try to what's that?
Dude.
Brent, I'm gonna
You
ask
What's
you
that?
a
can't
question.
prove a goddamn thing about
I
anybody
could-
hoaxing anything.
Carl,
But yet
we already
you're gonna go
established
tell
that that's
people
not true. So you're
like
saying
Julie
shit that's not even
Fowler,
true.
you're
What's
gonna
up,
go
Pat?
tell her
What's up,
not to
Pat?
watch his channel
What's up, Pat?
because this guy is hoaxing.
Yeah, dude, because you are a fraud,
Favorite
Carl.
thing.
You are. That's why
I
you
don't
left the
give a
fucking
fuck.
community.
Okay,
Because
I'm
you
a-
are a fraud,
I'm a
dude. Just
fraud,
be honest with
okay?
it. You
I'm
are
a
a fraud, dude.
fraud.
You're a joke too, man.
Okay,
You're
I'm
a
a fraud.
fucking
No,
joke,
you're the
man. Like,
fucking
fuck.
joke
Your whole
because
backstory is
you're
a fucking
fucking
joke with those
laughing
photos.
stock of
Seriously,
YouTube,
dude.
You're the laughing
Mm.
stock of YouTube because
You
can't
are,
present
Carl.
a shred of fucking evidence This guy's hoaxing. Don't go.
We already
watch
established,
this
Carl,
guy.
that that's
You're
not
a
true.
fucking
We already
bully.
established that that's not true, but you keep
You're a
repeating something
fucking
that's not
bully.
true. So kind of
You're a
shows you
cyber bully.
how an unreliable
When you start
narrator you
telling-
are, because
when
you
you
keep
start
repeating shit that's
telling-
not even true.
When you
So
start telling people not to
repeating
go
the
watch
same shit
somebody's
over and over.
because
It's like, damn.
hoaxer, that's your fucking opinion. You
What's
have
up,
not
Pat?
proved that. Have you proved that? No, you have not. So you
What's
can't
up?
go tell Judy Fowler not to watch a fucking channel because you have not proven this guy wrong, right?
Yeah. No. Well, Carl, you proved
Okay.
yourself wrong with your fucking joke of a presentation of your evidence. Come on, dude. Let's be honest.
I told you.
You're the one that presented it. You're the one that presented the evidence. Like,
Bring it
look
back
at these.
on yourself.
They're actually
You
double
told-
blurred.
you
They weren't
told-
blurred once. They had to blur it twice because they didn't.
Listen,
The first time they didn't blur it
you-
enough.
you-
I mean, come on, dude.
dude,
Your shit's so
see,
fucking
this is what
stupid.
you
It's like,
do.
come on, dude.
This is what you do. This is what you do. You can't provide a
What's up, Pat?
fucking evidence.
What's up, Pat?
So
Pat, what's
you're
up?
a fucking joke.
Can you mute?
When
Can you
you
mute
told-
him or something
listen,
so you can say
When
what you're
you
gonna say?
told Judy Fowler
I
not
just
to go
need
watch
to
a certain
time out.
channel because this guy was faking.
Carl, I
You
need
know
to
what?
calm down.
That's her right.
I know. I
That
know.
is her
You
right.
will.
She can go watch any channel she
Carl,
wants. And she can make
I don't
an
even know.
educated
I don't know, man.
decision on what she thinks is right. But
I don't
you
know.
know
That's
what?
why you should just mute him or
can't
something
prove-
so you can say what you want to
can't
say, man.
prove Shit. You can't prove a fucking thing.
You know? I don't know. That's what I would do.
Me, man.
No, you know
I'd
what?
never
What
go
if
on power
somebody-
trip, Brent.
What if
I
somebody
know.
comes-
I know. It's not really a power trip, but it's just like,
What is
you want to say what you want to say, you know?
If somebody sues your ass and brings you in the court of law, are you going to be able to prove that?
Maybe you got to get that tee up a little higher.
Brent, answer the question.
There you go.
Listen.
I'm
answer
sorry. What was it? What's up? What's up?
Okay, if you call somebody a hoaxer and a liar and a fraud, and they sue your ass, do you think
Mhm.
you win in a court of law?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
you're full of fucking shit because you don't know a fucking thing about how law
Okay.
works. Then, evidently.
Okay.
Nobody's
Because
gonna
you,
sue
if,
Brent.
if you accuse somebody, the
Wait.
proof of burden.
Oh, no.
is
Mark
on you.
Zasky has threatened me about 5 times.
No,
Well,
nobody's
because
gonna sue
because you're
Brent.
calling the guy
Dude,
out.
He's
but
not
you
going
can't-
to, but he threatens it. So it's like,
You-
hey,
You can't.
it's
prove
adorable.
the
It's like,
guy-
it's something that just gets thrown out there with, you know, all the other
That's silly,
general
dude.
threats.
You
It
can't
is,
prove
it
the
is,
guy
but it's what it
wrong.
is.
Yeah, dude, Carl, let me ask you this:
What's
have
that?
you ever been before any court, any
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of court,
Yeah, absolutely. I have.
a court of law?
Yes, and I have a very good friend who's a lawyer. Absolutely. And when you make an assumption about somebody, you better be able to prove it. Not, oh, well, this guy said this person said that. Your ass, if you're going to go in a court of law, you better be able to prove it. Or guess what? They can countersue your ass and
Yeah.
sue the fuck out of you.
That
Okay?
that
Mhm.
is true.
Yep.
That is true.
That's
You
really
goddamn
true.
right. That's true.
Yeah.
So he
Mhm.
better watch his ass because you know what? Today, this is considered cyberbullying because people make their living off of.
No. Whoa,
YouTube?
whoa.
Whoa. Hold up. Whoa,
He
whoa.
threw it
go
out
ahead.
there.
No,
Cyberbullying.
What's your point?
This is a open conversation.
No,
There's-
it's cyber. When you tell
No, it's not.
somebody not to go watch somebody's channel because this is your opinion and you can't prove it, your ass is wide fucking open. You better get the KY jelly, buddy, because if anybody ever comes out, you're gonna take it right up the fucking ass. I'm telling you now.
Hey, man, come on, dude. You don't have to go there, man.
Well, I'm telling you, he can't prove shit. He cannot prove a fucking thing.
Yeah, well, you know what? His channel's still alive. It's not dead. To
That's
be fair.
fine.
Still there, man. Still has all that evidence on there. Feel free to check it out after
Okay.
this, Carl.
How many followers
Thank
do
you.
you have? How many followers do you have?
It
I don't
doesn't
know.
matter.
You don't
I
know.
don't care.
Okay, you don't know.
It's live. Shit.
I really don't know.
Hold up,
Yeah.
Pat.
Does that mean, does like the amount of followers really matter, Carl?
Dude.
Like the amount of subscribers
You know
really
what?
justify the man and the everything? Because Colorado Bigfoot has like what, close to 100,000 subscribers, and that dude's like full of shit. So, you know, you're using that as a measure of a man, but it's like that goes to show your weak mind of like the way you articulate things of like, he's got 10,000 subscribers, so he's this, he's got 20, he's got these, this. That's where your mindset, that's where you're going with that stupid petty bullshit where people go when they have no argument. I mean, let's just be honest with it, dude. You're a fucking joke,
I'm falling in love with you because you're so fucking pathetic. I can always have sympathy for you. Like, serious. Like, you don't even know what the fuck you're doing, bro.
I know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure that's all your response that you can come up with. That's what you, yeah.
Dude,
that's what it is.
Somebody's gonna sue the fuck out of you because if they're making that, listen, Brent, listen. Like,
hey, Zasky's supposed to. Just so you know, Zasky's supposed to.
Listen. If somebody makes their living off of YouTube, okay, and you bring an accusation against them and you can't prove it, and you know what, you devastate their income, they can come after you as cyberbullying. And you know what?
Oh yeah.
You ain't got enough money. You ain't got enough money to defend that shit. I'm telling you now, dude.
Carl, I don't think you realize how that whole thing would work.
I'm telling you now.
I don't think you realize how much. I don't think you realize how that whole legal aspect works of suing somebody for, you know, people say.
Yes, I do, buddy.
Well, you're going to have to first bring evidence that what I would say actually lost you business. First off, you'd have to prove all that. So good luck there, by the way.
First of all, you
I mean, you couldn't. The judge would throw it out right there because you couldn't get that evidence out there. He hurt my feelings, so can I sue him? Trust me, dude, I know a lot more legal matter than you might realize.
You're telling people not, like Judy Fowler, not to go watch this channel.
I don't know who Judy Fowler is. I never heard that name in my life, dude.
You go to court.
I don't know who that person is. Who is that
right now?
Judy Fowler. The lady you told not to go watch this channel because this guy is hoaxing. You were bullying her. That's cyberbullying, partner. You better watch your ass, dude.
So me telling somebody not to watch a channel, you consider that cyberbullying? Really? Yes, that's what you consider? Wow. Wow, dude. Wow, you're a dangerous person, man. Luckily, nobody listens to you, man. You're fucking, wow, that's radical.
You know what? I
don't want to cyberbully you right now. Am I cyberbullying you right now? Hey, Carl, am I cyberbullying you right now?
No. We having an open
I'm not?
conversation. But you know what?
Oh, so what's the difference? Why am I not cyberbullying you right now? Because Pat is saying it's an open conversation?
Yes, you're not telling.
So that's why it's not considered cyberbullying. Exactly. So how was it cyberbullying this Judy person, Judy Fowler?
You told this lady not to watch this person's channel because he was hoaxing, but you can't prove he was hoaxing.
Okay, so that's cyberbullying, but what we're doing isn't cyberbullying. That's weird.
Bullshit.
Oh, okay. We're just trying to get your baseline of where your logic is. Okay, that's where we're at.
Go talk to a lawyer. Dumbass. Go talk to a lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah. Go talk to a lawyer and see what the fuck you're dealing with.
Right now.
That's exactly what you're doing. Dumb shit.
I don't know, man. We're talking to nonsense here. Literally talking to nonsense.
Okay. Everybody loves Brent Dill.
Time out. I can literally test this right now.
Okay. Test
what you're talking about. Cyberbullying.
Right.
I can say this right here, right now.
Mm-hmm.
The YouTube channel Hellbent Holler is complete fiction. They are.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay, but
you know what? But
I do, and everybody watching does. Hellbent Holler, 10,000 subscribers. That fucking channel is nothing but fiction. They are characters playing roles.
Okay,
That's
but
all
look,
it is. It's
are
not
you
real.
telling?
There's nothing real about that at all.
But you're telling me. But
and
you're not.
I just said that here on YouTube. What? What are they gonna do?
But
sue you.
But see,
for my
the thing
opinion,
is, that's
for cyberbullying.
That's your opinion, but you're not telling me right now not to go watch that channel, right?
I
can go watch it if I want.
Hey, Carl, I'm telling you to not go watch that channel.
Ooh,
Okay.
he went there.
Well, you know what?
He went there. Your
There you
cyber.
go.
Fucking penalty.
There you go.
Well,
Like, yeah,
what proof do you have? What proof do you have?
none. That's my
Okay,
opinion.
there you go. Thank you. So you know what? If you win in a court of law, you lose your ass because you have no
You know
proof.
what? There's no fucking court of law involved in
What do you
any
mean?
of
If
this.
somebody sues you, dude, you're gonna have to answer the allegations, and
Yeah,
you have to
and
go to court.
destroy them.
You know what?
Destroy them on the
Pat,
stand.
If
you
it
say-
even went to court, you could definitely destroy them in a counterclaim if a judge would ever accept it, which they wouldn't because there's no.
Yeah,
Yeah, there would be. There's no case.
Dude, there's
It's a
laws.
joke. But I get it. It's something that you're using, Carl, as a way to strengthen your whole point of
Well, look,
how you
I'm-
feel it's legally wrong when it's not, dude.
throw
There's
my
nothing legally
thoughts
wrong
out.
about it. That's why I have nothing to worry about. But you're saying
Look,
and trying to imply that it is because, well, you don't want people to talk about hoaxers because, well,
Look.
that's the waters you swim in.
All I'm gonna do is ask you if you call
Yes.
somebody out as a hoaxer, prove it
Yes.
with
Okay.
your own eyes.
Okay.
Prove
Yeah.
it.
That's not always. That's not always possible,
for a
Carl.
fact.
That's not always possible.
It's always
That's not always possible. It's not like I can go like, hey,
you can't
but
say that.
but there's video evidence. What about video evidence, right? Is that
You
good?
can't if you would
What's your
not
standard,
say
Carl?
it,
What's
you
your standard that we have to live by? Because if not, we're considered cyberbully that needs to be sued. Tell us your standard that we should fucking live by, Carl.
Well,
Like it's so
you
low
should-
down
you-
here. Fucking
First
A,
of
man.
all, you should, if you
Fucking
think
joke,
somebody
dude.
has a
It's a fucking
bullshit
joke.
channel or hoaxing, number one, you should prove it. Number two, you have no right to go tell somebody else that they can't watch another channel because this guy you think, in your opinion, is hoaxing. Okay? That's all I'm
Okay.
saying.
Okay. All right, Carl.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, opinions. Dude, Brent could be 1,000% in the wrong. His opinion that he throws out into the public sphere is not illegal. It's never
the
illegal.
proof. It's
Yeah,
the
Brent-
proof of
yeah.
burden. They
Dude,
call it
Brent-
legally. The proof of burden. The burden would be on him to prove it, and he can't.
Actually, the burden of proof's on you, buddy, for your evidence.
At least
Prove
one
it.
time,
Go
I-
find the evidence.
Like I
Go
said.
find where I took these pictures. I bullshitted them. Go find
You
it and
can't.
come back
You
and
can't.
show
He
me.
does
How about you
that.
just provide those
He actually
crystal clear
does do
photos?
that. That's the
Because
thing that
I know.
I can't.
Everything.
That's why I'm
Brent
saying it's like
does
you can't really talk to him. You
is
can't.
evidence.
You
Do
can't
what?
talk to him. He's like he keeps repeating the same bad. Yeah.
Well, and
Everything
you
that
keep
Brent
repeating the
does-
same bullshit that everybody's a lying bullshitter and hoaxer.
Not everybody.
Look,
Well, no, you say everybody is, but you can't prove it. You cannot prove it.
Okay, this
You
is
have to
turning
prove
into
it.
a 2v1, and I'm not. I don't want that, man. I don't want a 2v1. It's not fucking fair.
Yeah. No. Because
No.
yeah, I agree. I agree.
You
It's
can't. If
just
you
not.
can't,
It's not fucking fair.
if you can't
No.
prove something, you shouldn't come out and say it. Then
And
bottom
I
line.
shouldn't be sitting here as the fucking host of the show right now.
Well, no. What you should
You know,
say, Pat.
you
What
know.
you should say is, "This is my opinion." You can't say this guy is a hoaxer. This guy is bullshitting. This is, in my opinion, this is what this guy's doing. You can't say that because you don't
Let
know.
me ask you this.
You must have lost it.
How's the weather down there, Carl?
Hot already in
Is it
April.
hot?
Hell yeah, it was like 84 degrees today.
Yeah, that's actually kind of nice. Yeah,
No, but Brent, you see what I'm saying? It's your
I do. Yes.
okay. But if you have concrete evidence where you saw this yourself, then you can say this guy's a hoaxer, this guy's doing this, don't go watch his channel. But until then, until you have concrete proof, you have to say, in my opinion, this is my opinion. This is what you should do.
Yeah, well, I respect your perspective on that, but I don't hold it to where I have to physically see it, because a lot of the time there's plenty of evidence, visual evidence, eyewitness
Well,
evidence, direct
let me
evidence, that I go with to
well,
be like
bring
that.
them.
There is good enough to show and to say, yeah, this person's a hoaxer. And that's the only time I'll talk about people, is if they're actually directly hoaxing, and
Well,
there's proof of it with
so why,
receipts, because if you don't have it, it just creates a lot of drama.
so why don't you bring that person on your channel and say, look, I
They never
saw
want to.
Pat
They never.
hoaxing. What do you mean they don't want to?
They won't
They're
come
willing
on.
enough to say, well, wait, so you busting
When they know.
you're busting my ass over things I can't say, but you're gonna believe guys that tell you this and they don't want to come to your channel? Isn't that freaking the same thing?
No, are you talking about the hoaxers coming on and talking to me about
Yes.
the hoax and
Yeah,
stuff?
no,
Yeah,
not
no,
the
they
hoaxers.
don't.
The people who've seen these people hoaxing. You just said they don't want to come in your channel. So
Oh, no, I was
therefore,
talking about hoaxers. I thought you were talking about hoaxers coming on my channel to talk about their hoaxing or defending, try to justify or whatever. That's what I thought you were talking about. I'm sorry.
first of all, how do you know somebody's hoaxing?
It's
When there's
obvious.
direct evidence to show that they are.
Okay, where's your direct evidence?
Well, it's either video, whatever the
Yeah.
evidence might be. There's
So,
various forms of evidence that could be
Yeah.
could be audio, could be like Vault Keeper, how he used the Roger Patterson Bigfoot howl and tried to pass it off as his own, so he can continue to
but
sell web subscriptions to it, to
do
his
you know that?
fucking thing.
Do you know
Mhm.
that for 100%?
Yeah, it's
You
the
could
exact same
go.
audio.
You could go in a court of law and say yes,
Carl, I'm
absolutely.
not Carl. The thing is, uh, I respect what your standards are, but they're ridiculous in this
Why are
subject.
they
You
ridiculous?
know, they're ridiculous because you
What
want
do you
to
mean?
have it such a high standard so nobody talks about hoaxers unless you are physically seeing them, is what you're
Exactly.
saying. So
Exactly.
like 99% of the hoaxers wouldn't
Why?
be able to be talked about, and you're okay with it because you want that kind of conversation. Why?
So you know what? You're not smart
Your
enough to
logic
watch.
is weird, dude. It's weird. I'm not
No,
going to subscribe to your set of rules that we need to, live by on
so
how
why
we talk about
can't you?
hoaxers.
Why can't you watch a video and make up your own fucking mind? If this is bullshit or if this is true, why do you have to go tell people they're hoaxing?
Why do
Why
you
do
care if I talk about it and point out how it's a hoax? Why do you care if I do that?
Because you don't see it. You haven't seen it for yourself. You can
I haven't seen a
watch
Bigfoot, so that's
videos
what.
and do
So
this.
so because
When you see it for yourself, then I can say, you know what, Pat? You know what, Brent? I saw this guy put a goddamn monkey suit in the woods and took a picture of it. Okay?
okay,
So do that. Why don't you
okay,
just do that?
okay.
No, that's all I'm asking.
If I ever get the opportunity to see it in real time, I will definitely do that.
Okay.
But until then, if there's video and all this other evidence that directly shows someone's hoaxing, I'm still going to talk about it. And I'd like to have you respect that. Can you do that?
But
Can you
no,
respect that I want to talk about
but
that when I provide evidence and proof to show that they're hoaxing? Can you respect the people that want to have those conversations?
I will respect it as long as you say, in my opinion, this is what's going on. You can't say for a fact, this is what's happening. You always have
Even
to,
though there's direct evidence.
unless you saw it for yourself, you cannot say that.
Yeah, well,
In my
I'm going to, and
This
it's
is
up
what
to you how you respond to it. If you want to get upset and, get really emotional with how I do things, then that's on you. That's the only thing
no,
you can
it's
control, is how
I
you
don't like
respond.
I don't like the way that you call somebody a hoaxer, but you don't back it up.
But he
I
does.
always back it up,
Never
dude.
seen a
He
video
actually
where he
backs
backed
it up,
it up.
man.
It's always in
You
his
can't fucking say
opinion.
that about Brent.
Yeah, Carl, you can't say that. So what you're saying, you need to not say, because it's just not physically true. Go look at my channel, dude. And you've been repeatedly trying to say that over and over as if it is true.
Because I
And
was saying
I've told you repeatedly to stop doing that, but you keep doing it. You just keep repeating something that's not true. So it's like, why are you even why should we trust you as a reliable narrator when you keep trying to push something that is obviously easily disprovable, dude? That's what I'm talking about with you, man.
I don't care. We're not even talking about me. You can't, if you do not see it for yourself, you cannot call
I get it.
Hoaxer.
I am going to, Carl. I am going to. And
see, that's your channel, and that's the problem.
Yeah, well, I am going to, Carl. I am going to. And I'm sorry if you don't like it and it doesn't meet your standards, because if we did live by your standards, nobody would be talking about hoaxers, and all these people would be scamming all across the subject. Seriously, dude. You are the big problem in this subject, because you just want to enable it because you have, because you want to be a part of it.
I just want you to.
You don't want people, calling people like you out, man.
I don't think it's right for you to go and tell another person you should not watch this channel because this guy's hoaxing when you don't know.
Who cares? That person can make up their own mind. Their person can make up their own mind if they watch it or not. So what does it matter if I tell them not to watch it or not? What does it matter, dude? That person makes up their mind, dude. Fuck, dude.
You're forcing your opinion on somebody. Let the people watch it and make the decision.
Dude, I don't force shit, dude. It's if I don't force shit, dude. If I like you even said, it's like
bully Judy Wheeler and tell him not to watch Mark Zasky. You don't know this dude is faking this shit. Do you? Have you caught him in the act?
Oh no, I have not been to Florida and out with Mark Zasky.
There you go. Well,
yeah.
Judy Wheeler wants to watch it and she wants to believe it.
I don't care who she watches. I really don't care.
With that?
I don't care who she watches. I don't care.
It's a goddamn democracy, dude. We don't live in Russia. You can believe it.
She can watch whoever she wants. I don't care. Whoa.
Well, no, why were you trying to strong on her
bad guy?
His channel?
So there's no doubt that Zasky is a horrible fucking person that has been captured on video.
You might call me a horrible person, but you know what? You got to prove.
Did you berate a fucking widow, a recent next day widow of a fucking tragic accident that happened? No, you didn't do that, Carl. Mark Zasky did, in the name of money and equipment.
Yeah, I know about that.
Made it very
getting into that. I mean, just
yes. So can I call you a bad person, Carl? No.
Well,
I mean, can call Zasky a bad person.
Yeah. I don't think you're a bad person either, Carl. I don't. Zasky's a bad person. That's why I haven't made a video about you or anything like that. You know.
Brent, you got to understand. All I'm saying is, if you're gonna call somebody out,
I know we've talked about this. Yes, and I agree. If somebody gets called out as a hoaxer, if I make a video about it, yeah, absolutely. I should bring the receipts if I'm going to do it.
Exactly. But then again, you can't say, well, Pat, you don't need to watch.
I do.
Don't watch this channel because this guy's. Let the person watch it and decide for themselves. I mean,
Well, Judy, I don't ever recall telling Judy Wheeler who she can and can't watch. I do not ever recall trying to have. No, I do not.
Mo's calling you out. On a whole goddamn show about you trying to bully people.
That's a whole that is not accurate at all, and that is easily disproven. Okay. Yes, easily disproven.
Well, we got a difference of opinion. I mean, because I watched the whole thing.
Do you have screenshots of me telling her? Like, hey, you can't watch it. Oh, darn. There's never any proof of me saying and doing all this stuff, huh?
But you know what we can do? We can invite Moyel Monster to come on right now if he wants to, but he that's not his thing. He doesn't start
Mhm.
bullshit. He doesn't engage in bullshit.
Do you even
He
know about that whole Judy Wooler thing?
and
Do you
said
even know about it?
what took
He,
place. I mean,
you
like,
don't. You don't, Carl. You're just throwing it out there as just as
no,
a
I'm
way
not throwing it
to.
out there.
Yeah, because you don't know anything about it, dude. You don't know anything about it.
The show. He
I don't
called
believe you.
out.
I don't. Oh, that show,
He
yeah,
called you
yeah.
out.
No, he didn't.
Yes,
Nah,
he did.
he didn't say my name. I had to go on
You're
there
delusional.
because no,
You're
no, he
delusional.
didn't call me out. He was
Yes,
trying
he
to
did.
indirectly
He said you were
talk about me to the
cancer
point
to
where
the
I had to go
Bigfoot
on there.
Society. Come
What's
on,
that?
Mogs. You got to be watching
Yeah.
this shit now. Come on, man. Come on
No,
here.
I did.
And-
I did. He didn't. He didn't initially call me out. I had to go on there and confront him because
Well,
he was being so vague about it that he wouldn't say my name.
dude,
That but everybody knew who he was talking about, so I had to go on there and
exactly.
talk to him
You
about
know
it. Yeah,
why?
yeah.
Because everybody thinks you're an asshole, and they knew exactly.
I don't care if
who
those
you were
people
talking
think I'm an asshole. I really don't care, dude. If people
Well,
think I'm an asshole,
but you
I really
can't
don't.
let-
As long as the facts and the
you
truth
can't-
are out there, that's all I really care about. If people like you think I'm an asshole, then that's great. Then I know I'm doing my job because look at you, dude. You're a
you
fucking
can't-
train wreck.
You can't go on YouTube and call people out when you don't have facts. I'm sorry, dude.
Okay, Carl. We've
And you
already
can't
established
bully-
this. You've
you
already
bully-
talked about it multiple times.
You
Yes,
can't
Carl.
bully
Yes.
people.
Yes. Yes.
You cannot.
But we
Brett, you
established
can't
your standards
bully
of
people.
bullying stuff is like, man, you're kind of a snowflake. You know,
I'm a
really, like
snowflake?
just a conversation online, you would call cyberbullying is what you did, dude.
That's
Like
exactly
me
what you
telling
did.
somebody
That's
to not go watch a
exactly what
channel
you
is
did.
cyberbullying. It's like,
You
dude, that's
tried
your
to
standard.
bully
Like I say, I'm not living in your
bully
fucking world, thank
Judy
God, dude.
Wheeler into not watching a channel. That's exactly what you did.
You're a liar, Carl.
Guess
Prove
what?
it. Prove it.
I'm a
Prove it.
liar.
You're so
Okay,
full of
let's
shit.
get-
Prove it.
Let's
Prove
get
it. Prove it.
let's get Mogs on here and fucking we're gonna sort this.
You
shit
know
out.
that's not going to happen. You know that's not
Well,
going to
no, he
happen.
ain't gonna come on because
Do you
He's gonna
do you
piss
realize
her.
how that whole Judy Wheeler thing got unpacked? Was already unpacked, and how you know, you could probably look in the chat of people already just
The bottom line is you should not be telling people who they should watch, what they should believe, and who's a hoaxer until you can come here with solid proof.
Mhm.
You should say, in my opinion, this is what I think.
Okay, Carl.
Okay, because you know I'm right. You don't have any.
No, I just don't care about your opinion. I just
Well,
don't care
okay.
about it,
Well, keep
and I'm
doing
not
it.
going to listen to it because I am going to keep doing it.
Keep
I mean, I
doing
just
the
I don't know what to
dumb
tell you.
shit
I am.
you're doing. Keep doing the dumb
Yes.
shit you're doing.
Yes.
See how
Okay.
many people-
You too, Carl. How about you provide those crystal clear photos of Bigfoot that you claim are out there and you have access to, and how about you do that? And versus
I
your
got
fucking ridiculous back. You do got them, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
You do
have
got them. You
Yes,
do
I
got
do.
them. You got them. You do. There we go.
You bet.
My man, Carl, right there has the best evidence, folks, in the planet.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Yes.
Because, like I told you,
You're the man, Carl.
what I would do if
What will it take for you to release those photos? How much money could be offered to you
None.
to release those
None.
photos?
Are they better
None.
than Todd Standing's photos? Are they better
None,
than
because I would be telling on people that I care about, and I made a obligation.
So if someone
to-
offered you for $1 million for those photos that you have of crystal clear Bigfoot, you would not take it.
Why do I need $1 million? I have 10 million.
Okay, so you have $10 million.
Yes.
You have $10 million. What if
Yeah.
somebody offered you $100 million for those crystal clear photos that you have of Bigfoot?
No, because
Can I
I'm
ask you
not a-
what?
Because I'm not an asshole and I'm not a fucking bullshitter.
Okay.
And you know
Okay.
what? You can keep your money because I made a promise to somebody. And you know what? That's worth
Yep.
more. My integrity
Ex-
is worth more than
There you go. There you go. That's cool, Carl. I appreciate that, man. So
Right. Prove
did
me
you ever
wrong.
think about
Prove
just
me wrong.
release it? Did you ever think about releasing them just to, you know, make one of the biggest discoveries in modern human history? I don't know.
No,
For that
because
reason
you know
alone?
what?
No?
They already
Okay.
have them, and it wouldn't do any good because they know how to catch these things, and it's been proven many times. So it's no big secret. certain people know about it, and that's the bottom line.
Man.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I look forward to maybe one day those crystal clear photos that you have.
Well,
You'll
I'll tell you
release
what.
them. Maybe if
don't
I become
you-
friends with you, like BFFs,
Yeah.
you'll be like, hey man, okay, I'm over at a barbecue or something at your house, and you'll be like, hey, okay, let me show you those photos now, huh?
Why don't you drive down to Lafayette, Louisiana, and maybe I
Okay.
might come to you.
It's a long drive.
That's a long drive, but it might be
Want to
worth
meet
it.
halfway? That is true.
Well,
I would drive all the way to
fly
Louisiana
You can
to
fly
see
here.
those crystal clear photos. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could fly there. That's true.
Get your
That's true.
plane ticket. Get your plane ticket. Come on down.
That could be fun.
Yeah.
You know, the weather sounds nice though.
I'll take you fishing.
84 degrees.
I'll
Actually,
cook you a gumbo. I'll fry you some shrimp. We can go fishing. Whatever you want to do.
Hell
There you
yeah.
go.
hey, Pat's closer.
I am.
He's in Georgia, but the
Pat
fishing.
can go.
I'm
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Maybe Pat, you can join me and we can.
Yeah, y'all both come.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I mean,
Road
look,
trip.
Look, I'll take
hey,
you.
I'm fucking
I'll take
old.
you.
I'm all down for a road trip.
I'll take you
Yeah.
here. and
Fishing too.
We can. The only place.
Fishing.
The only way we
rain.
can get here is by boat. And you know what? We might see one, we might not, but you know what? That's how it goes.
Well, that's what they all say.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
Uh,
that's
Yeah.
how.
All
it
right.
is.
Well, that's yeah. I appreciate the offer, and I'll definitely consider it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to
Okay.
bounce out here because I left my chicken nuggets in the air fryer, and they're probably bad now.
go,
That's gotta suck.
go get your chicken
Yeah.
nugget on, Brent.
Yeah. All right,
Yep.
Brent.
All right. Well, it was good talking to you, Carl, and
Yeah,
good to see you,
man.
Pat.
All
Back on.
Yeah.
All right. See you,
All right.
Brent.
Later.
All right.
Okay.
All right. See you guys.
Later.
All right. Bye. See, when
All
you
right,
talk
Carl.
about food, you see how the atmosphere changes. Totally different. Like,
You know, when food's involved.
oh yeah.
absolutely.
we all have a common denominator in this food because we all got to eat.
That's right. Hmm.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna go
You
do
gonna go
something
too? That's cool.
productive, and it's good talking to you, man. I like, you know what? We have our
too.
differences, but like, I do like enjoy watching you, and you know, I think you do a good job for the most part. You know, I mean, but
I do a great job for the absolute part.
yeah.
That's
Well,
my
you know
opinion
what?
of myself.
You're a
Yeah.
drummer. I'm a guitar player, so we have something in common.
I'm also a guitar player.
Are you?
Oh yeah, I can play
well,
the guitar.
There you
I got
go.
one
Well,
sitting right over there.
we might have more things in common than you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before I let you go, man, I just want to establish two things
What's that?
about you.
Okay.
In all honesty, I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
ask you just two questions.
Uh-huh.
So, in your life, you've had 7.62 rounds fly over your head,
Yes.
and you have seen a Bigfoot.
Yes. I've actually, well, let me give you a little back.
And I'm not trying to tie those two things together.
No. It's two totally
Just
different things.
saying,
I'm gonna tell you what. I had, like the lady from South Carolina said, I said, did I have a near death experience? She said, no, baby, your ass was dead. They had to shock me twice. Got me back once, got me back twice. And ever since then, just weird shit has been happening. And look,
Yeah.
we can talk off the air and I can tell you some crazy shit, you know, like things I shouldn't have known. And, you know, like my dad had a sister that died that, you know, back in the day when an infant died, the old people didn't talk about it, but she came to my room and yeah. And I didn't even know.
I hear you, man. I
sister.
hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, just weird shit like that. I
Yeah.
mean, so I don't know what it is, but
Sure. I mean, I hear you all day long on that shit, Carl.
yeah, no,
I
it's
appreciate you jumping on and being a part of the discussion. Had no idea where this was going tonight.
no, but I mean, you know what? I think it was kind of productive, though. I mean, excuse
It
my
always
French.
is.
I mean, I get hot, and I'm a coon ass. I'm a Cajun, so when somebody kind of does us wrong, we fight back, man. You know.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, I'm of the same spirit,
Well,
so
yeah.
I get that. Yeah, I could tell you 1,000 stories
Oh, yeah.
on
I
that.
bet you can. I mean,
And you know what? I don't always win my battles.
no,
I've
I mean
lost many
you can't.
battles.
I mean,
Yeah.
but you know what? I think at the end of the day, if you're gonna call somebody out, I think you should produce evidence. If you can't, you say, in my opinion, I think this is what's going on and this is what happened. Don't you think?
Um, to some degree, but I mean, it just depends on your level of debunking them. It's all about debunking. And
Well, if you can't debunk it 100%, don't you should leave it up to the viewer to decide?
you can never debunk anything 100%.
Well, no, you can't. I mean, so if you're going to come out and say this guy's a hoaxer, this person but we believe this person, like, okay, what's the criteria for that?
90%. All you have to do is provide a 90% level of debunk to persuade people
Well,
to
but
understand this is bullshit. Otherwise, you live in a world where anything and everything can always be bullshit. You're
yeah,
swimming in
no, and look, I
you're
agree with
swimming
that.
in nonsense.
I agree with that, but you
Yeah.
have to say if you don't see it for yourself, in my opinion, this is what I believe. You have to.
Yeah. So can you say 100% my dog behind me is not dead? Dead or dead? Dead or
Nope.
not?
In my opinion, I think the dog is still alive because I think you'd have a worse reaction than what you're having now if the dog was dead.
It might be though. I haven't checked
Might
on it.
be. I don't know. I mean, who knows?
It
But
might be a
you
it
see,
might be a
but
it
I'm
might
not
be a
gonna.
20-year-old dog
But I'm
that
not gonna go.
dying.
I'm not gonna go on YouTube tomorrow and say, you know what? Don't watch Pat's channel because I think his dog died. I'm not sure because he didn't tell me 100%. So I'm not going to do that. If I see your dog die behind you, the TV falls on it and breaks its neck, then I'm going to say, you know what? Pat's dog died. Poor guy. He loved his dog.
And I think you missed my point. Is that if I say to you, if I anecdote,
Mm-hmm.
my dog's dying right now, is it dying or not?
Oh, I don't know. Hold on. Hold on. Let me
Yeah.
grab it quick. No, I mean,
I heard a whoop.
you can't.
I heard a whoop. Like I saw a shadowy figure. Is my dog dying or not?
I don't know. All right. I'm sorry. I had to grab something right quick. It was about to fall.
It's okay.
So wait, would
Right.
you say now if your dog is dying, what?
I mean, it's if I say to you, my dog is dying right now, how does that shape your reality?
Well,
in any way.
as a person, I would feel bad because I know you love your dog, but can I be 100% sure your dog is dying? No. But if we're friends and you tell me this, I'm gonna say, okay, poor dog, poor Pat and his wife, they're about to lose their dog. I'm gonna have compassion for you. But I'm not gonna say, don't go watch Pat's channel because you know what? He's full of crap and he's telling people his dog's dying and it's not really dying. You see where I'm going? I mean, it comes down to
But you have the
fundamentals.
freedom to do that, dude.
Well, yeah, I do, but then,
If I
but then again,
hoodwink you, then I don't know. You might would have the fucking knee jerk reaction and say you shouldn't watch this channel because Pat's a fucking liar. He
well,
went
no,
on
I'm
here.
not gonna say that. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say that because
Well,
I don't
like,
know 100% if your dog
what
is
if
dying or not. So I
what
would
if I
probably message you off the air and say, Pat, your dog dying? I feel
what if I
bad for
took
you.
that to the next level and
Yeah, I
said,
mean, I'm
my
not gonna
dog's
go.
dying. I need help. I need all of my fucking subscribers to like donate to this cause because my dog needs this
Well,
surgery, whatever.
you know what? That's
Then
that's
what?
that's an individual decision they have to make if they feel like
Right.
they know you good enough. I mean, they probably will because a lot of people love animals, and it's.
But
I
if you
would.
think it's bullshit, you might like you speak your mind about it.
Well, yeah, but I
You're
mean,
like,
but
man,
then
I was on this show with Pat. Like
it's
his dog was fine the whole time. All of a sudden, his fucking dog's dying.
but
Like, hey guys, you might want to understand that might be bullshit.
well, but I would say it like this. I would say, you know what? In my opinion, I think Pat was lying about his dog. I can't say 100% you're lying about your dog because I don't know. I mean, just like
You know
you
now,
can't call somebody as a hoaxer, and I mean, look, cute dog. I mean,
does
come on,
this dog look like it's dying?
no.
Does it look like it's on death's door?
Looks like it's pretty healthy to me. It looks like it's sleepy
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah, right. Well, it's pity. Well, you don't know me. Hey,
But
hello.
look,
I'm pity.
the bottom line
Yeah.
is, man, I think
So
like
I could say this narrative. Oh, look at Petey. He's dying. I could
well,
wrap the narrative
you
1,000%.
could,
But you would know better. You'd be like, hey man, dude, just check this episode of the Squatch Talk. Petey was just fine.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what?
See what I mean? Do you see where I'm getting at?
No,
How
no,
easy it is
exactly.
to flip
Because
the script on actual reality. It's
yeah,
very easy to change the narrative and
right.
go, nope, dying. I need help.
Exactly.
Money.
Unless you were on the show and your dog died, then people would see it and say, you know what? Pat's dog died. Other than that, it's speculation. We don't know. I mean, we do not know. So why not just watch a video, make up your own mind, make up your own opinion, and if you don't want to watch that person anymore, don't. But you can't come on and I can't say, you know what? Pat is full of shit. He's saying his dog is dying, but it's not because I don't know. I really don't know. Unless I see the dog dead for myself, I'm not going to say that.
That's my point. That's why I kind of set it up as you don't know. Like,
no, I don't. And that's what I was trying to tell Brent.
And then I just showed you a very healthy, alive dog.
Right.
The point is that before that point, you had no clue.
No.
I can
So
make whatever narrative I want. I can
and
climb
exactly,
too, bro.
I would have had if I watched you long enough, I would have had to make up my own mind what you presented. Is this real or is this fiction or is this fact? And you know what? You got to get people that right. You can't tell people, well, don't go watch this channel,
But I can
don't go
bullshit.
watch that channel.
You don't know how well I can bullshit if I want to. That's
Well,
the
I'm sure you
point.
could, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
what's the point? What is the point? I mean,
Money.
money.
Uh,
YouTube doesn't pay anything
Oh
unless you
bullshit,
have.
dude. There are plenty. That is a misnomer.
Well,
There are
yes, if you
plenty
have,
of people who make their fucking living off
if
Bigfoot.
you have three
Don't tell
million,
me it doesn't pay anything. I know people that have turned their lives around
but how many,
into
Pat?
careers of Bigfoot. Yeah.
How many subscribers do they have? It's got to be hundreds of thousands. Because
Yeah,
if you have
probably.
1,000, 2,000, you ain't making a goddamn thing.
I'm not talking about YouTube. It's mostly podcast stuff.
Well, you know what? And that may be true, but I mean, you know what? Like, if you're going to hear a story, make up your own mind. Use your own head. Everybody has a brain. Use it. It's going to mush. Use your damn.
Nation. Yeah.
Yes.
So what do you think these things are, Carl? Like honestly. What do you
Straight
think
up,
they are?
I totally believe they're a race of people that were here long before us, and they will always be here because they can live off the land. They don't need modern technology. And, I want to say they're almost animalistic, but with a human look to them. They can survive like a wolf, like a deer, like a bear, but they have. And I told you about the Native American chief that told me. He said,
Yeah.
and this just may be here in Louisiana. He said they do not have permission to touch you. And you hear all these stories about being bluff charged. The thing was chasing me. It could have grabbed me at any time. It could have killed me, but it didn't. And
Right.
I put stock in that. I mean,
Yeah.
because I heard way too many stories about that.
I don't put stock in any stories.
Well, I do with people who've been here forever on this earth. I mean, so
That's cool.
I don't think they're trying to piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. The guy was trying to help me, and bottom line, this is what you do: take 4 pieces of rebar, 4 foot long, as rusty as you can get, drive them in all 4 corners of your property, and he told me, don't worry, they're not going to hurt you because they don't have permission. That was a pact made long ago between them and the so-called Squatch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then obviously you heard about it.
Well, just now and before.
Well, no, I mean you can go research, like
fucking force field, dude.
Well, no, but I mean, like they used to say they used to steal kids from the Native Americans and whatever, but they came to a truce and said, look, you don't touch us, we don't bother you, and that's the bottom line. So I hear all these stories about people being chased by Bigfoot. You hear people being killed by Bigfoot, but you can't find any evidence, no reports. And people say, well, they cover them up. And that's probably true. But I mean, you know what? I think the biggest thing is, though, Pat, I'm going to say it now, like why they don't want to just come out and say these things exist. Liability. People think it's industry, but no, it's liability. Because here in Louisiana, we have panthers and they will not admit that they're here. You know why? The liability. As soon as you admit they are here,
Known species.
if one attacks a person, then you're liable.
That's a known species.
Well, it's not. No, they don't recognize it in Louisiana,
It
not
doesn't
in
matter. It's
Florida.
a known species.
Well, yeah, it is a known species, but they're saying the government line here in Louisiana says there are
And
no panthers in Louisiana, but people see them all the time. Black ones at that.
I'll grant you that grace in the discussion, but again, it's a known species. We're not.
Well, yeah, no, it is. No,
I'm
it is.
not talking
But
about a fucking 8 foot tall, 600, 700 pound fucking, unknown discovered hominin upright walking.
but
You know,
Pat, don't you think if the government came out and admitted, yeah, we know these things are real, we know, and have a protocol, because there's a protocol for bears, panthers, what you do when you see one. So why not just warn the people, you know what? If you encounter one of these things, this is what you do. And I don't think they want to take the responsibility. I don't think it's about industry at all. What they're going to say, look, these things are living out in the woods. They're 8, 9, 10 foot tall. We can't do a damn thing about it. So you know what? Be careful. But they won't do that because they don't want to take liability. It's not about forestry. They don't need our help. People keep saying, well, we need to kill one and bring one in because we need to protect them.
well, obviously,
They don't
they
need
don't need
protection.
our help. I agree with that.
Yeah, they don't need protection. Protection from what?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they're doing just fine.
Exactly.
Showing
I
up
mean,
around every fucking campsite that Bigfooters go to.
Yeah.
They're doing just fine. Even
Yeah.
in that engagement, they are very engaging. Obviously,
Well, yeah.
they're extremely engaging fucking animals that need zero help
Exactly. They
because
don't need.
Bigfooters are giant pussies that can't fucking shine a spotlight and get
That's-
filmed. Like, yeah,
That's so funny,
it's
man.
quite obvious to me, dude,
Yeah.
that people are such
Bigfooters.
fucking pussies. They can't
Exactly.
get
No,
any
I agree
evidence
with you there.
of things.
The first time they hear how they or see one, they haul ass.
I've heard of how.
Yeah, they haul ass. I mean, like, wait, why did you go in the woods in the first place? If here it is, you want to see it, here it
I've heard
is,
of how.
but you hauled ass. Like, why?
I've heard wood knocks.
I mean, I'm not going to look for them. Why would I want to go look for them? This thing is like 7, 8 foot tall. It could snap your neck in half, and you're knocking on trees. You don't know what the hell that means. Making calls. You don't know what the hell that means to them.
Well, they're very engaging, aren't they?
Well, yeah,
Like,
they
they
are, but I mean,
can
like,
be very
don't know.
drawn people, right?
Yeah, but you know what? 95% of them don't see a
Only
damn thing.
Bigfooters, though.
They don't see a thing. You know why? Because they go and look for them. Most of the people who see them, it's by total accident.
Most of the people that experience Bigfoot in the narrative echo chamber of the fucking Bigfoot world are
Mhm.
Bigfooters. The
Uh,
vast, by 100%. It's 100%.
You think so?
I know so.
They're actually out there
Yes.
looking.
So people go, hey, we're going to do a Bigfoot expedition. And they go out and they experience Bigfoot in the every time. Bigfooters.
Well,
Every single don't go well every single time. Okay, fine. Even if it's 90% of the time.
but do you believe that?
No.
Okay,
They're
see,
full of
that's
shit. That's why I just said
So,
the narrative echo chamber.
yeah.
And so what's that about? So who's actually experiencing Bigfoot then?
Yeah.
If you take the fact that Bigfooters can plan a random weekend at a random spot
And just
and actually fucking experience Bigfoot, how is that possible? On
And you know,
whose statistical probability level. How is
Yeah.
that actually
I
possible?
don't know. They always have action though, right? I know what you're talking about. You
Yeah.
know, the crazy thing about it is they go 100 miles, 200 miles in the woods, and all you have to do is find a wooded area close to a populated area, and they freaking right there.
Well, that's what these Bigfooters do. They don't go 100 miles in the woods. There's
Some
no,
do.
there's
Some
no
do.
such thing as going 100 miles in the woods.
Well, no.
It's
Exactly.
only in state parks where they have fucking bathrooms, dude,
Yeah.
that people can use. And that, oh, I heard whoops. I saw a shadowy figure. Rocks were thrown. Foot stomps. It's all the same narrative. Foot stomps. Rocks thrown. I heard whoops. Whatever the fuck it was. Oh, you heard a fucking barred owl, you idiot. Like,
Or
yeah.
the,
Yeah. That's
a
a
wolf.
thing, Carl. People fucking fool themselves. You can't say they don't. You can't
No, they
tell
do.
me
They
that
had
people
Bigfoot
aren't fooling
and
themselves.
yeah. No, I agree with you there. I mean, a lot of
Only
them.
thing you can say is you could
But
disagree on the percentage of
well, and not only
where
that,
people are fucking fooling themselves. Is it
well, you know what you do?
5%?
Pat? You know what you do in that case? You let people watch the video, watch their channel, and they can make up their own mind.
Yeah, but if it's all based on false fucking narrative, what's the
Well,
point?
I think y'all are not giving people enough credit. You know, like
No, I'm not.
if
You're
I
right.
bullshit,
I'm not giving people enough credit.
right? I mean,
People are
people,
when people go out in the woods looking for Bigfoot and they have Bigfoot on the brain, they're gonna mistake a fucking barred owl for a Bigfoot call.
well, yeah,
You're right. I'm not giving
I've-
people credit. I'm saying you're being stupid. You are fooling yourself.
y-
This is all false narrative. But you know why? Zero.
yeah, and
Zero fucking evidence.
you know what bothers me is a lot of these people say, "Oh, it sounds like a woman screaming in the woods." Have you ever heard a bobcat?
Yep. Or
It sounds like a woman getting
yep.
tore apart.
Or a rabbit in distress.
Yes,
Yep.
yes. A lot
There's
of
multiple
people
things out in the woods. That sound
always said
yeah.
you should know the known
A
animal.
coyote.
Yes,
A coyote
N-
can sound like that.
know the known animals.
They
And
don't.
when you encounter something different, no, a lot of them don't. Because I've heard audio and it's like,
There you go.
damn, that's a bobcat. You know, I mean, like,
There you go.
yeah,
There you go.
I
There
can
you
hear
go.
it. I mean,
Bigfoot explained.
well, not really. I mean, but
Yeah, mostly.
well, that incident might be
Mostly.
explained. You know, like, oh shit, that's a bobcat. You know, and you know what?
I
I
mean,
move on. I
again,
don't.
dude,
I
there is a Bigfoot experience fucking planned 3 months from now.
yeah.
Right now. So we're gonna go out in the woods. We're gonna experience Bigfoot. How the fuck do they actually plop down in an area that Bigfoot's actually right there?
I don't know, man.
How is that
think
possible?
I think it's all by chance. I mean, you can't plan to go see a Bigfoot.
The chance of that should be almost zero,
Right.
unless there's
No.
millions of Bigfoot running around, which we both know no way that's
No,
possible,
No,
right?
I think it's more than what people think in more states than what people think. But I mean, yeah.
Well, again, throw me a number. Like,
Dude.
how many Bigfoot are in North America?
Well, let me ask you this: how many black bear in America?
How many black bear in North America?
Yeah.
Roughly 400,000.
Well, you know what? I say there's 4 because I've only seen 4 in the wild. I can't prove there's how many other millions or whatever, hundreds of thousands. I only seen 4. So you know what? That's proof. I've seen 4. in my lifetime. Live bears, black bears here.
Okay. All right. Well, fair enough. But if you want to challenge the population of fucking black bears in America
Well,
based
they,
on your anecdote, good luck, dude, because science says otherwise.
well, yeah, but I mean that was 4 bears in about a
Your
6 to 10
anecdote
mile
doesn't
area.
shape reality, dude. Just because you say I've only ever seen 4, and I'm about there with you. I think I've seen 4 or 5 or maybe 6 black bears in
Mm-hmm.
my entire life.
But you know, there's more.
Yeah, but so I can't say just because I've seen that many. I'm gonna go with science that
Yeah,
has actually studied the population
exactly.
and understands the world we live in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 400,000 black bears in North America. So that's Florida to fucking Alaska, bro, and,
Mm-hmm.
and all of Canada.
That's a lot. I mean, that's a pretty good, healthy population. 400,000. I mean, that's a pretty good percentage. I mean, they got to be breeding somewhere. I mean, to keep producing.
I keep getting kicked out of my own show.
Yeah.
Um,
Next.
yeah,
Just-
so that number sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Florida to upstate New York to fucking Washington, Alaska, and all of Canada, 400,000 North America black bears.
Black bears.
Yeah, sounds about
Yeah.
right.
So,
That sounds right exactly for you and I in our anecdotal eyewitness accounts of seeing them and encountering them. Like they're actually kind of rare.
yeah. I mean, if you're going to use them terms, I mean, yeah, they are. I mean,
Yeah. So that's
yeah, they pretty rare.
so where does Sasquatch fall into that population? Under, above? It can't. I mean,
Dude.
it can't be above. You know.
No, I don't think. I think. But I think every state, at least the southern states and California and Oregon, have a population of them. I mean, it's
Well,
too
I
many
mean,
people.
obviously, they would have to exist in areas where mostly people aren't. Right?
Well, yeah, and I think they roam. They roam, and you know what? Like a stray cat. I mean, wherever they're going to get a free meal, they're going to go. You know, so I think these things hang out like in.
Yeah. But that gets into its own complicated discussion of somebody would have fucking blown one's head off by now with a shotgun with a 12 gauge.
You would think, huh? You would think.
Well, I would know. I mean,
Well, yeah, no, you would know, but
I know humans. I know
Mhm.
humans all too well. And there are plenty of humans on this planet. Get the fuck out of my chicken feed. Get the fuck out of my horse feed. Who's fucking messing with my shit?
yeah,
And
Yeah.
oh fuck. What the fuck is this? Cut. Boom.
hmm
You know, just
You would
one
think.
shot to the face puts one of these things down. And so they can't be. So that knowledge of humanity makes me understand they cannot be interacting with humans that much. They can't be like the narrative
I
coming
mean,
onto properties and all that shit.
you know,
No fucking way. Somebody
So-
could have shot one in the face.
you're a stats guy. How many Bigfoot sightings do they have a year? Do you know? I don't even know.
I don't know because number one, I can't. It's hard to discern like what could be real and what could be bullshit.
Right.
There clearly clearly people that make up fucking Bigfoot stories, bro.
Well, yeah.
So
I mean, there is. I mean,
yeah, so those are the waters I have to navigate.
yeah,
You
but
know,
I also think there are some legit people out there who,
yeah,
actually seen one, and
yeah. Jeff Hardy's one of them. My fucking friend Jeff Hardy saw one face to face, broad daylight, no
yeah,
misidentification.
no, and you won't.
Absolutely none. It
No,
was like right there in your face, ace of base, and all I could do is look at Jeff and go, "Are you lying to me or not?" That's it.
yeah,
And if you're telling the truth, then there's something to this
mm-hmm.
that I can't explain.
Well,
Sorry, Jeff. I know you want an explanation. I know you want to say it's a goddamn primate that like we haven't discovered yet, and maybe it is. He might be right because that's what it looked like to him.
well,
But
you know
at the
what?
end of the day, Carl, all I could do is look at Jeff Harding and go, "Are you lying to me or not?"
Right, and I've heard his story, and to be honest, I believe it. I mean, and that's what I'm
I
saying.
believe it too. I
Why?
don't think Jeff's lying to me. He's a good dude,
Why?
man. Like,
Yeah. I mean, why
you
do
know,
some people automatically believe one guy's story, but another guy comes along and says, well, no, he's full of crap. He's a hoaxer. He's this. Well,
because of red
if
flags. Because of red flags. And all I can say is I've over the past I don't know, couple of years, I guess, I've gotten to know Jeff.
hmm
He's become some kind of a friend of mine, you know. We haven't shot pool together at the
yeah,
pool, but Jeff's become a friend of mine.
right,
And
right.
and I've known
Yeah,
him
I
enough.
mean,
I've spent enough
yeah,
hours with him talking about this. And he's of the position that I am.
yeah,
Right? So he's the guy saying, "Hey, fucking saw the goddamn crazy, fucking Bigfoot thing." You
yeah.
know, like when whatever age he was.
Oh, I think Pat's gone. I think a Bigfoot got him.
Of course, it's always Bigfoot. Big
Yeah, you gotta watch him.
fucking blame Bigfoot for everything. Uh,
No, I mean,
let
you
me
laugh
let me
about it,
my
though,
like
but like
Jeff.
for real,
Jeff
like
Jeff is the guy that has the story of you know Bigfoot right there, ace of base in your face, no doubt about it. He's either lying or he's not. And
exactly.
and
So,
he's the guy that in 2024 says, you know, I never saw one ever again. I spent
mhm.
all this time in the woods. You know, he's the guy that will say it was just a weird random thing that happened.
Exactly. Yeah, I think so too.
Opposed to, hey, let's get 5 Bigfooters together and go out in the
Yeah,
woods, and we have whoops, and we have fucking stomps, and we have all this shit. Okay, so obviously it's one or the other. Like,
yeah.
narrative is
Well,
bullshit.
I think it's pointless going to look for them. I mean, if you come across one, you know what? Great. If it doesn't scare the shit out of you, and you never want to go back in the woods again, you know. But I wouldn't go look for one. I'm not even kidding you. I haven't really been in the woods since then. I mean, so
Oh, really?
no, I would never take my family or my grandkids camping in a national forest. There's no way.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting to me. Like, you truly feel that powerful about it?
Yes, after seeing what I saw, yeah, I do, because you have no defense. I mean, you have absolutely no defense.
Man, really? What about a 50 cal to the head, man? Come on.
Well, that would probably work, but I mean, how many people bring a 50 caliber with their grandkids,
Yeah,
on a camping trip?
nobody.
No, so I mean, no, I'm prepared. I've seen one, so I know what I'm dealing with. But a person who says, "Oh, this is bullshit" or whatever, and yeah, I'm gonna take my kids camping in this national forest, man, just consider the possibility that these things may be real and have a plan. Okay, what would do we do if we see one?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, and I know that that's heartfelt what you said, but I kind of take the opposite. I'm like, I want to go out in the woods and have fun on my own terms,
Well, yeah, I
you
mean,
know, and
everybody,
I should never ever have to fucking deal with whatever the fuck these things are.
yeah,
You see what I'm saying? Like,
hmm,
don't bother me.
right,
What
yeah.
are you? I don't even know what they are. I don't know that.
I
I
have
don't
no
know
idea.
they're a primate. You know,
I
like
think I think they're more human than not. I mean, from
maybe so. But to me, I'm like,
we've
leave me alone.
we've never had
You know,
one to study. I mean,
that's true.
so
Absolutely. Um,
well, man, we've been on for 3 hours.
maybe so.
Uh, so I'm a probably
Yeah,
just
we can wrap it up, Carl.
yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, I'm glad we see eye to eye on some things, and some things we don't, which is good. I mean, you got to have that little gang, So I
I
just,
agree.
if you're gonna call somebody out, have proof, and don't tell somebody, hey, don't go watch this channel because I think this person is doing this. Let
I,
them make up
I
their own mind.
don't. I don't do that, Carl. Like,
No, I
I'm
know you
not.
don't.
I'm not in the business of doing that.
No.
But to be fair to Brent, he does actually have pretty solid proof
Well,
to say, these guys are grifters, these
mhm.
particular people, and here's the proof. He did actually prove that. So maybe you need to go back and check that yourself.
Well, you know what?
Brent
I'm,
did prove it.
I'm calling him out. You know what? I might just do that. Just go back and watch videos, and you
Yeah,
know what? And say, okay, well, he really did call this guy out, or this guy, that person, or whatever. And you know what? Make up my own mind. Because there's
yeah.
a lot of things I watch on TV, I mean, like on YouTube, like I make up my own mind. You're like, well, I like this, I don't like this, I think this guy's full of shit. I believe this guy, like Jeff. I believe Jeff.
So do I.
So I mean, it's
And
it's
he might
just
be fucking totally full of shit.
he might be. You
He
know what?
might he might have just won me over for whatever reason.
That's the
You
chance
know,
you take. I mean, I
and
watch his show. I mean,
I don't take that chance lightly. I
hmm,
put my trust into people that I feel like I can actually trust.
right.
And Jeff is the kind of guy that I feel like I could call up tomorrow and ask him for financial advice or real
Hmm,
estate advice.
right.
Hey
Yeah.
man, I'm looking at this property. Like, so Jeff's one of those guys, is like, he's a solid dude,
Yeah.
you know, and it's like he has this weird fucking story.
Yeah, yeah,
You
it
know?
is weird.
And it's
It's
like,
unusual. I mean, it's not a regular Bigfoot sighting. I mean,
Not at all.
But
I
you
mean,
can't predict that. I mean, it happens. Whatever happens, happens. I mean, and
I
you deal with it.
I hate to like use him as the shining example of this thing that I recognize that I can't
Mhm.
explain. And I hate to have to use him as the sort of shining example of that, because that puts him in the position of like, I don't, like, don't put all
Right.
that weight on me, man. You know,
He's not the poster boy of
yeah, like,
sightings. I mean,
yeah, he's right up there with the PG film, which
yeah,
again, the PG film, it's something I can't explain. It's a head
right,
scratcher.
right, yeah,
I look at that film over and over again, and pretty sure that's not a guy in a suit. So what is it? It did, Carl. The waters get fucking, they get just like convoluted so fast
hmm
with
yeah,
everything Bigfoot. Carl, there are people that are bullshitting their fucking asses off. You know that. And there's everything in between. So
yeah.
how do we
Yeah.
land? How do we actually land on the truth?
Man,
Where's
I
the truth?
think unless somebody kills one and brings a body in, I mean, but the other stuff you're talking about, I mean, I think you just watch it and you have a bullshit meter in your head, and if it goes off, you're probably right. But like I said, you can't tell somebody not to watch this channel or this guy's hoaxing. Well, if he is hoaxing, show us,
I,
show us.
I say you can. Like, again, I'll fall back on my default position. You can say that. It's allowed.
Well,
It's freedom of fucking speech, bro.
well, yeah, you can, but I mean, like I can't say go on CNN tomorrow and say, you know what, Pat Turner is stealing money from IBM, the company he works for. Okay, you
That's
you have to
different.
prove that.
It's outside the scope. We're talking about a unknown species. Like,
Well, yeah, but I
the
mean, well, no,
speculation is off the
not
chart.
really.
You
It
know,
comes down to the fundamentals. If you're calling somebody a liar or you're just defaming somebody, defamation
Mm,
of character, I mean, like you have to prove that.
what if
I
it's
mean,
true though?
what's
Like,
that?
what if it's true?
Well, if it's true, it's true. Then the person bringing the accusation has the burden of proof. You're innocent till proven guilty. That's the way I look at it. You know what? I watch a lot of videos and like this is crap. I mean, I don't believe this, but a lot of them I watch and like, you know what? There might be something to
Oh,
this. And the reason why is because it's relatable to my experience. They might have said something or made a description. I'm like, oh shit. Okay. Well, you know what? I pretty much saw the same thing, or that's.
it's
But unless you've been through it, you don't really know. I mean, I know zebras are a real thing, but I've never seen one walk up and down the street. I mean,
yeah. You can go find one if you want to. It's easy.
well, I'm sure I could go to the zoo and find one, but I mean, until I see it, I mean, I'm not in 100%,
That's I am. Zebras
Well,
exist. I'm
it's
in
a known
100%. Yeah.
right. It's a known animal. Everybody can believe a zebra exists, but
So
talking about a whole different thing here. I mean, something's not supposed to exist, and
yeah, we're talking about a whole different thing.
yeah, For real. I mean, like you're bringing up something that's almost taboo in some, corners,
Well,
and
it ain't taboo here, obviously.
no, but I mean, somebody like, I mean, you go ask any Native American where they're at, where they're from, they'll tell you straight up, oh yeah, we believe in them. They're people. So why do they have that mindset though? I mean, if they're not trying to bullshit us, I don't think. I mean,
Yeah, that means nothing to me. Again, that's just more
well,
anecdote.
but okay,
That's just repeated narrative. You know,
I'm gonna bring it back to the Bible. How many people have seen Jesus? And how many people go to church on Sunday?
yeah, yeah. So again, that only triggers me to go into a different gear of, oh, okay, it's belief. It's a belief system.
Exactly.
And
But
so Sasquatch is religious. It's not real.
it
It's not
almost
actually fucking real. It's just a religion that people
it's a
follow.
it's a religion till you see one, and then I think once you see, like I said, once everybody sees one, they will know for themselves. And you're not gonna, well, this was a bear, this was a cougar, this was that. No, you're gonna know what you saw.
I get that. And then that circles right back around to, you know what? I believe Jeff. I believe Jeff and his story. And all I can do is scratch my head and go, I don't know what that is, man.
Well, you know what? Just going back to
It
what I
ain't
said.
Jesus. It ain't Jesus.
No, no.
You know,
People don't see Jesus in the middle of the woods,
right?
but
True.
yet they talk about him all the time, and there's books written about him. But
Yeah. Are we going to do this about this fucking hairy thing that people see in the woods 2,000 years from now? Like,
maybe so. I don't know. I mean, it's
is
just
Sasquatch going to become a god?
but I mean, and look, I don't want people banging on me for knocking Jesus or the Bible, but I'm just trying to do a correlation between the two.
I understand what you're
Yeah,
trying to do.
you
with
get
the
it. You get it.
Yeah,
Some people don't. I mean,
yeah, I get it. But the problem with that is your correlation falls completely into a belief system.
exactly.
And
No, I believe it.
and and Sasquatch should require zero faith.
Well, let me
It
ask you
should
this.
require 100% evidence. It is zero evidence, but
Mhm.
100% faith. What does that fucking tell you, Carl?
Well, let me ask you this question. Do you think Jeff Harding believes in him?
I don't know. I don't speak for Jeff that way, but
I
I would have to say
mean,
that if he's telling the truth,
mhm.
then yes, he thinks there's some kind of undiscovered primate out there.
Right.
You know, that's all I could say about that. Like, you would have to ask, like, get into more detail with him about, but it's not a belief, right? That's not a belief issue. The
Right.
belief thing comes from the narrative
Mhm.
and the people that listen to the narrative.
Yeah.
That's where belief comes in. So these are people who've never seen a Bigfoot. These are people that are just literally tuning in for
Mhm.
entertainment,
Yeah.
right? Because a spooky story sells.
Mhm.
Okay. And so that's where the belief aspect comes. Where Jeff's at, what he fucking thinks, I don't know. He thinks they're like, God damn, there is this fucking crazy, like, hairy thing running around,
Yeah.
you know? And whatever he thinks that is what he thinks that is.
Right.
And dude, it may have been a fucking being from planet Hairtron.
Maybe so. We don't
Like,
know.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
we
So
don't know. I mean,
we don't know. There's
no,
zero knowledge because there's zero evidence because no one's ever cut one open.
no.
See what's inside, right?
Maybe that's why they can't kill one because they are from that planet.
Maybe.
You
You
know,
can
they.
speculate.
I don't know, man. It's just weird.
Well, yeah. I mean, hey, if it's magical and weird, it's magical and weird. I'm
Right?
cool with that. I'm
Yeah.
actually cool with that. I'm like, it's just magical and weird. But if you're anyone that says, nope, it's a flesh and blood, upright walking, undiscovered hominid, that's it. All right, let's start talking facts on that.
Right.
And
Well,
I'm not marching down any road. I'm not marching down that road or
no, me neither.
road.
I mean, I'm open to everything. You
The
know.
only road I march down is the road of truth.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
And so I will call bullshit and balls and strikes like I see them.
Well,
Not that
exactly.
I'm the biggest expert of any of that, but personally, I'm just calling balls and strikes as I see them. I'm being honest. I'm
Yeah.
actually
Yeah. No,
just
I mean,
being honest,
that's what you should do. You
but
should,
it's not entertaining.
but no, but I mean, if you watch a video, you're going to make up your own mind if you believe that person or not. You believe Jeff. You heard a story. You believe Jeff. You might not believe another person, but that is what you have to do as a person. You
Yeah,
know, I
I mean,
mean, I can't tell you, Pat, don't go watch this channel because this guy is a hoaxer. Well, how do you know he's a hoaxer? Well, I heard this from such and such. Uh, well,
because
no,
common
come on,
sense.
prove it.
Common
Yeah, it,
sense.
it comes
Just
down to common
fucking
sense.
common sense comes into
Exactly. That's
play. There's so much incentive to be a hoaxer that I mean
yeah.
you
I
can't
mean,
deny that. Like there's so much incentive. You know, if you want to be anybody in the Bigfoot world, you follow the narrative and you lie about it and you make money instantly. It's a money
right.
making machine.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
money on the table. And so people will always take money on the table. And
But
so obviously most of the Bigfoot world is just fucking rife with hoaxing.
yeah, I mean, but look, Pat, this is where I'll break it down to you. When this happened to me, I was 53 years old. Had a good job, making a great salary, had everything going for me. Why the hell would I want to stop what I'm doing and just start making Bigfoot videos? You know what I'm saying?
I don't
Like,
know.
why would anybody do that?
Money on the table.
But
You say anybody, like you just made it about you, and then you quickly shifted to anybody.
yeah,
Anybody would take money on the fucking table.
well,
Why
yeah,
you
but I
do
mean,
it, I don't know.
but seriously, you know how I don't I haven't been on my YouTube channel in so long. I don't even know if it's even still up. You know how much I made from YouTube?
Almost
Seriously,
nothing. Like
probably
last,
about 50 something dollars.
yeah,
So
yeah, I get that.
I'm gonna
I
I'm
get
gonna
that.
go look like an ass clown in front of everybody for $57.
I don't want to get into your like what could be your personal motivations. I don't care. You
Well, but it doesn't
you
make
had that fucking YouTube channel. It was what it was. It is what it is. Like I'm not trying to come after you personally.
no, and I
Like
understand
like
that.
it's not. I can sit here and have this conversation with you, Carl, personally, which we had that history, a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm telling you is, I'm not attacking you, bro. I'm attacking the narrative.
Right. Yeah.
And
And-
I just laid it out. I just laid it out clearly how I'm attacking that narrative.
mm-hmm.
And it ain't about you, dude.
No. I mean, it could be anybody. I mean, you
So
know,
maybe, hey, look, maybe you're full of shit. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're
yeah.
telling the
I
truth.
mean,
Maybe you're
it,
not. Maybe
it,
you're embellishing. Maybe you're not. Maybe
the
you're
way,
fooling yourself. Maybe you're not. I don't care. I'm not a psycho therapist, man. Like, I
yeah.
ain't here to fucking solve your
Well,
problems. If anything, maybe you can help me solve a few of my problems, like I'll
yeah.
like, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm not here to fucking judge you. You came on my show tonight.
Well, no, and
You wanted
I'm
to
look.
talk about shit.
I'm not saying you are, but I mean, I think it's with. I mean, everybody has common sense, and if you hear a story, it doesn't make sense to you, then you know what? You don't believe it. But you know what? If you especially had those kind of experiences, that's why when I hear Jeff's story, there's certain things that he said that I can relate to, that I've seen actually for myself. And that's why I believe his story.
Fair
You know,
enough.
we have that in common, you know. I'm
Fair
not
enough.
gonna say what it is, but
There's
he
some-
said certain
there's
things that
something to it.
I've seen.
Yeah, there's something to that. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
And fair enough, dude. Like, at the end of the day, it's never personal. Nothing's
Well,
personal. Ever.
no, but I mean, I just don't like the fact that you're going to call somebody out as a hoaxer or liar, but you're not going to present any evidence. I can come on here and say, you know what, Pat beats his wife. Well, you know what, I don't know that, so you know what, I'm not going to say that. That would be a defamation of character on you.
That'd be a horrible thing to say. But
Exactly.
you're talking about an undiscovered, biological species,
Well,
not
no, but I mean, it's almost the
domestic
same thing.
violence,
Though. I
dude.
mean, like,
Come on. That's
but,
not a good analogy.
well, no, probably not. But I mean, you get the point.
Definitely
You
not.
know, I mean, well,
100% not.
you know what I'm saying? It's just like you can't take somebody's word for something unless they actually see it happen. You know, I mean,
Yeah, but people that call out hoaxers, Carl, to be fair, there's a reason why they're doing that. It's not personal.
and
There's
and
a reason. There's red flags.
and I understand that. But shouldn't you say, like I told Brent, in my opinion, I think this guy is faking these videos because of this.
No, not when you actually catch them on film throwing rocks like this. Actually
Well,
catch
I
them
have to
on
go. I have
film.
to go. I have to go
You know,
watch it again. I mean,
yeah,
you
I
know,
mean,
I mean,
dude, absolutely, it was fucking bullshit. Like, I'm telling you right now, Carl, it was bullshit. This guy threw a fucking rock and went, "Oh, what was that?" He threw it himself, and it was caught on video. You see it, you see his hand.
well,
You
how
know,
the hell did he ever put it on YouTube or whatever? If he got, I mean, if you could, I mean, was he that
yeah,
stupid to
yeah.
no?
I mean, yes, 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 and yes, and yes. And then there are people that will not fucking accept that.
Well,
And that's
yeah.
delusion. That's called delusion.
Well, no. If somebody proves
It's
evidence, like,
absolutely clear that
then,
the guy threw
but
the rock. You could
okay,
see him throw it.
in that case, he was right. If he has video evidence proof
Yes,
that the guy threw the rock,
absolute.
but
100%.
you can't do that for every video. You know, do that for every
Yeah,
person
man.
you're gonna call
It's
out.
look.
Show the evidence, or don't say anything till you get evidence. You show them. You know what I'm saying?
Uh, I do know what you're saying, Carl. I do. I do know what you're saying. Um, and it like this gets into tricky waters with me, especially you and me, especially. And it's like, look, it's just this. If you can't fucking prove a Bigfoot, then you can't fucking prove a Bigfoot.
Well, no,
That's,
but you know what? You
don't tell
never.
me, don't tell me you have proof of Bigfoot until you actually do.
Well, but the thing about it is you came on, you voiced your opinion, basically saying, in my opinion,
I'm not trying,
I
not
mean,
trying
you
to hash
you
that
didn't.
out, dude. Like, look, Carl, you and me are friends right now. Let's just
Hmm.
drop the past.
Well,
Okay?
yeah,
That's
I'm
what
not.
it was. I'm no one to fucking try and pick on anyone in this world,
Hmm.
And you came on to my show tonight, and
Right.
I have great respect for that. The fact that you actually came on, and so let's just take it from there. How about this, Carl? You and I let's meet in New Orleans and shoot some fucking pool.
Yeah, that's fine.
And whatever happens that night happens that night. You know what I'm saying? It's New
That's
Orleans, right?
perfectly fine with me. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm
yeah,
not gonna get.
yeah. I might wake up naked 3 states over.
You
Like,
might
God damn it, Carl got me. You know,
like
you know.
a hangover.
And so, dude, honestly, that's where I'm at with you. I'm like, I'd rather
Yeah,
shoot pool with you than fucking talk about Bigfoot.
yeah, I kind of feel the same way.
Yeah,
Because I mean, to me, it's like a dead issue between me and you. I mean,
it's
it's
not dead. It's not a dead issue.
well, no, but I mean,
You
like
know,
we
it's like
resolved. We
it's just like there's no reason to like fucking hash out any stupid bullshit about it. That
Yeah, no,
it's
you're
like
right.
you know where I stand. You know the points that I make.
Yeah,
You know this, that, and the other. I have all these points, and you might counter some of those points, and it's like, dude, I don't I don't want to get into an argument with you. Like
yeah, no,
you seem like a cool enough guy that we could shoot pool together.
yeah,
How about that? How about we just do that
exactly.
and not
Uh,
and
you
yes,
know,
exactly. And it's like, dude, if I'm in Louisiana, I kind of want a friend. Like I got this guy I can call up, Carl.
well,
Like,
yeah, call me. You can
hey
come.
man,
I'll
hey,
feed you.
dude,
You know,
hey bro, Carl, things did not go my way tonight in New Orleans. I need you to pick me up.
yeah,
Bring
I would come. I'm that
bring
kind of
guns.
person.
Bring guns. Bring guns. Right? Yeah. Like
Bring money, guns, and lawyers, huh?
lawyers, yeah. Lawyer,
Uh,
lawyers,
Warren
guns, and
Zevon.
money. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bring,
Warren Zevon.
yep. Warren
Great
Zevon.
song.
I love that song, dude.
Yeah,
That is my anthem.
yeah.
Like,
Lawyers,
yeah,
guns, and
bring
money.
lawyers, guns, and money.
Yeah,
Like, I'd rather you be that guy.
yeah.
Like,
Well, I'm fine with that. I mean,
I fucking call you up in the middle of the night in New Orleans, and you're like, all right, I'm sitting in the wolf. Like, okay, cool.
I'm
You
just
know,
gonna tell you, Pat, put your pants on before I get there.
I can't promise that.
No, nobody.
I can't even promise you I'm wearing pants right now.
Yeah,
But you know, and
doesn't matter.
it doesn't. But yeah, man. So that's at the end of the day, man. Like with all this fucking bullshit. And
Yeah, it
I hope
is.
somebody sees this. I'm gonna clip this last 10 minutes, man, and just throw it
Yeah,
out there. And
that's fine. I'm okay with that. I mean,
it's like I appreciate you fucking coming on the show and saying whatever it is you have to say. Your
Yeah.
opinions, your thoughts, your feelings. I appreciate that.
Well,
Like I
thank
don't
you.
I
I
don't
mean,
I don't poo-poo on it at all. you know, and and there was a dust up with you and Brent. Okay, fine,
yeah.
whatever. You know,
Well,
that's
and
all good.
yeah. I
There's
mean,
something that will come out of that.
me and Brent can talk on that later. I mean, if he wants. I mean,
Yeah, and hopefully Brent maybe can find himself in that same position of hey man,
no, I think,
lawyers, guns, and money, right?
yeah.
Like
There you go.
yeah.
Yeah.
and you know what? Brent lives in that space in my heart.
Hmm.
He showed up in Atlanta tomorrow and needed lawyers, guns, and money, I'd send them to him.
Yeah.
And as I would you, Carl. You
Well,
know,
good. I'm glad to hear that. I mean,
yeah, man.
I do
I
the
mean,
same for you. I mean,
at the end of the day, I'm just like, dude, this is a big fucking planet we live in. Let's just be friends. Like,
yeah.
come
Yeah.
on.
It's
You know?
hard enough. I
Yeah,
mean,
man. And we can disagree. You
yeah.
know, you
Yeah.
you
I mean,
you might be a 45 caliber guy. I might be a 9 millimeter guy.
yeah.
And it's like, hey, can we shoot the target? Yeah, okay. You can shoot the target. I can shoot the target. Like, we don't have to be like fanboys about anything except, hey, man, you seem like cool enough guy.
Hmm.
You know, I'd sit around a campfire with you. I'd
That's
sit
right.
I'd sit around a campfire with you, Carl. I'm
Yeah,
not
I would
your
too. I
enemy,
mean,
man.
I don't have a problem with you. I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
and if we have differences, you know what? We can talk them on and work them out, or you know what? We might
Or just
agree to disagree, and
disagree, man. It's
just we're not
yeah,
gonna
man.
shoot each other over it. I mean, I mean,
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And I've already atoned for that, man. I said, that I said like a very long time ago, I was like, you know what, that whole thing with Carl, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, no, I
You know,
know.
I've
No,
already fucking been through that.
well, no, that's why I came on. I
Yeah.
mean, I just,
So, and I shouldn't have, you know. And
well, I mean,
I
that's
stick by
fine.
that. So let's just fucking hang out in New Orleans and shoot pool and fucking have
There
fun.
you go.
You
We'll
know,
do it.
maybe go
Great.
down to that club or that club we won't name here,
Yeah.
and have some other kind of fun,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe sit around a poker table or two.
That's fine. That sounds like a plan.
Yeah, man. That's where I'm at, dude.
Yeah,
That's where I'm
me
at
too.
with shit. I'll take the fucking camaraderie over the Bigfoot bullshit.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
fuck Bigfoot.
pretty much. But
Like fuck these things, whatever they are.
yeah,
Fuck,
no shit, huh? I
you
mean,
know.
you can't do anything about it either way. So I mean, no-
I
what,
agree.
what,
You can't. You
honestly,
can't do anything.
you just gotta live.
Obviously, you can't do anything about them either way, right?
Yeah, no,
Like,
right.
it's pretty obvious,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yep.
So why the fuck would that ever stand in the way of you and I playing a game of pool,
I mean, it wouldn't. I mean, you
which I
can't
would
let.
clearly kick your ass in?
Yeah, probably
Okay,
so. I mean, pool's not my strong point, but I
nine
mean,
ball.
you know,
That foosball?
yeah, I'll play it. I mean, you'll probably kick my ass in that too, but at least
Yeah.
I'll be drunk, so I have an excuse.
I'm okay at chess. I'm like, okay.
Really,
Yeah.
never played it, but now golf, I think I'll take you in.
Oh, I can swing a golf club, buddy.
Really?
Yeah, you'd be
Well,
surprised.
that might get interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you know what? I'd rather deal with you on those terms and hang out and have fun and
yeah,
do some, or even sit around a campfire and talk shit.
Yeah, we can
Whatever.
sit around and play guitars. I mean,
Yeah, I got guitars. Talk music. Just talk about Led Zeppelin or fucking Motley Crue or whatever.
yeah,
I
that's
got
right.
stories. You know, I
Yeah,
was I was in the music business for 20 years, so I got
yeah,
stories, man.
me
At
too.
the end
I
of the
mean,
day, at the end of the day, Carl, I I feel bad about making it so polarized
mm-hmm,
with you personally, and other people took that as that. But
right.
you decided to jump in my show tonight and actually talk to me, which
Mm-hmm.
means that you personally weren't that polarized,
No, I
that
mean,
you felt more engaging about it.
mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
other people got polarized about it. And here we are as two people, two human beings on this planet who can shoot pool or whatever, play
mm,
golf, right?
yeah,
And dude, let's do that.
yeah. That's fine. Let's do
Let's
it.
drop. We can talk about Bigfoot.
Yeah.
We can agree to disagree. I think we
Mm-hmm.
both almost kind of came to some kind of understanding of I don't know.
Right.
I'm not sure. You
I,
know,
I I don't. I really don't. I mean,
yeah. And but that doesn't mean we can't talk about it as we're
no,
shooting
not
a
at
ball.
all. I
And
mean,
I'm like totally kicking your ass in a ball, but
yeah, you would believe me because I
nah,
suck at pool.
nah, man.
Well,
So let's just be friends.
yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm open to that. I mean, I'm perfect. You know.
Let's just be friends, man.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I never really had a problem with you. I mean,
Me
you
neither.
straightened it out. I mean, so
Yeah, everybody's talking shit in chat. I
I can't even see the chat.
I'm just I'm trying to make a greater point here, guys.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, and we
it's
can
like,
agree
look,
to disagree, but I mean,
fucking like really,
you can believe what you want to believe. I'm gonna believe what I want to believe, and that's
and
it.
yeah, we don't have to talk shit. We can be amicable. We can be friendly. Yes, we can serenade each other with the fire. Like, look, it doesn't matter. You know, everybody needs a friend.
Yeah,
You know, everybody could use an extra friend. You know, like God knows, dude. Like I've gone through all kinds of strife and shit. Like in the past year of my life. All I'm saying is, like, at the end of the day, is like, Carl, I recognize you as somebody. Like, you know what? We could just hang out and fucking have fun and
hmm,
not be like. There's no this this fighting, kind of bullshit. I'm all about the camaraderie, you know. So
yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
yeah, man. Fuck Bigfoot. And if you see one, fucking shoot it in the head, Carl. That's all I can
Well,
say.
you know what? Next time, I very well might. I mean, because
Just
put it
make
in the
sure it's not a person.
yeah. Well, that's the let me in. I mean, it might be just an ugly ass person running through the woods.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Don't get yourself in trouble, man.
yeah,
Uh, all right. I'm going to wrap it up.
yeah, man. Good talking to you.
Yeah, you too. Interesting. Thanks for coming on. I
Well,
really do
yeah,
appreciate you,
no problem.
like coming in and being willing to have an honest discussion from
Yeah,
whatever point of view you want to take.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's
Obviously, I allowed all of that to happen very
well, yeah,
naturally.
but I mean, it probably made for some interesting viewing, right? I mean,
It always
whether you
does.
liked it or
Yeah.
not. And look, Pat didn't pay us to do that. No, I mean, that was spontaneous.
Yeah. I just I just wanted, like, as we wrap up here, I just wanted to iterate, that personally, I appreciate that from you personally.
Right. Okay.
And so there's an honest personal connection there that, again, is meaningful. Like, send, send lawyers guns and money, man. Like, you
There
know,
you go.
yeah.
Good.
So, like, if I show up in Louisiana tomorrow unexpectedly, I can call Carl. You know.
Yeah.
So the personal thing is way stronger than the fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Any bullshit, fuck that. Fuck the bullshit. I do appreciate you for showing up tonight. Like,
Well,
it was
you're welcome.
unexpected, and it turned out to kind of be a interesting experience for me.
Yeah, it was interesting. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yes, it was. But
Must see TV.
yeah.
All
But
right, Pat. Well,
I'm gonna wrap up.
yeah, man. All right. Take it easy and let me know when you get down here so I can go pick you up.
Oh, I'll let you know, man. I've been lost in New Orleans more than once. So
Really?
yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah. I wandered off the tour one time. It's a fucking it's a magical place.
yeah,
I'll say that.
crazy.
Yeah, smells like vomit, but there's something magical about it.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's different. I mean, it's
yeah, yeah.
all right, man. Well, enjoy the rest of your night and weekend, and
Thanks,
I'll
buddy.
talk to you later.
All right, Carl. Thanks for
Okay,
coming
man.
on. Thanks,
All right.
thanks for being honest. I
Yeah.
appreciate you. I really do.
Anytime, man.
All right,
All right. Bye.
all right. Later, pal.
Later.
All right, I'm gonna wrap it up, guys and gals. You know, interesting night. Um, kind of like tried to drive a point there at the end, and it's a good point to drive home. People are people, man, and this whole stupid fucking Bigfoot thing is all about people. It has nothing to do with what some encounter out there. Very few, which is head scratching. But this whole fucking big Bigfoot thing is a people thing. It's just a fucking people thing, you know. And I don't like to see people go bad. It just breaks my heart. And I'm far from a tree hugging, fucking motherfucker or something like that, man. You know, I'm the gun toting, shoot you in the face guy. Um, I hate bad people. I've dealt with bad people. I've dealt with psychopaths. I've dealt with sociopaths. Man, at the end of the day, just fucking be a person to another person, you know, and fuck this Bigfoot thing. Like, fuck Bigfoot. Bigfoot has no say. Whatever the fuck it is, undiscovered hominin running around North America, some kind of weird planet Hairtron thing that we don't understand. At the end of the day, fuck Bigfoot. Like, fuck them. I don't know. That's it. That's all I got. I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. It's one hell of a show. And we'll talk later. And there's more shit to talk about. I will talk about Bigfoot. I will talk about the narrative. I will talk about the bullshit. You know, I'm still very capable of having those discussions because they're worth having. But at the end of the day, man, it can never be personal. It just can't. It just can't. It's not fair. It's not fair to anybody. So I'll see you guys soon. Maybe tomorrow. I might just fucking jump back on here tomorrow. And man, thanks for watching. I was paying attention in chat. I really do appreciate the live viewership. And of course, you time traveling people that will come afterwards. You're the best. The best a man can get. See you later.